All right, let's see. Let's see if stream works. Let's see if stream works. You. What's up, chat? What's up, chat? What's up, chat? See some familiar faces in here. See some familiar faces in here. Hold on, I'm gonna get the stream background music real quick. But yeah, hope you guys are doing good today. Hope you guys are doing good today. I just looked at how long it's been since I last streamed, and it's been a minute. It has been a little while. So apologies for that. But today, very rare chapter discussion stream. I don't usually do those on here because that's usually something I do over the honor ones. But with Creams being gone, he actually called in and he said, "Sorry, Miguel has too much melanin. I can't review the chapter with you today. I just hate the chapter because Miguel's in it. So that's the reason." But considering I'm more normal, we're gonna be talking about it over here. Probably not just JJK. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I got 2 hours of just strict JJK talk in me. Might talk about Kagurabachi. I definitely talking about Kagurabachi. But might also talk about Sakamoto Days, some other manga. Just generally shoot the shit with you guys. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. I'm sure there's a lot of JJK discourse that I can maybe address loosely on here that I've been seeing. I think it's kind of funny. But yeah, what's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Hey, Lethality, Liv, Demon Akatsuwa, seeing some familiar faces, No honored one today. No siree. I will be your honored one supplement today. The replacement, if you will, the exclusive honored one. The Gojo counterpart got cut in half, or so I heard. But yeah, what's up? What's up? Is Sleeping Danger my greatest hater in here? But yeah, what up? What up? What up? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right. So I guess we can talk about a lot of things. I'll be bouncing around. But first of all, I want to say something real quick, just because this isn't the honor one, so you guys may not know. The Kogane, otherwise known as Liv, is the person who drew this stream's thumbnail and kind of what I have up here today. So just big shout out to Liv. Appreciate you for doing that for me. Very big help, because I was definitely just going to plaster like some panel on here otherwise. So I appreciate you. Thank you. But let's see. Damn, no hello. I see how it is. I literally said, "What's up, Sleeping Danger?" I even gave you your own unique title that's very accurate, which is, being my greatest hater. For sure. But yeah, let's talk about the chapter. Right? I think there's two ways to talk about today's JJK chapter. There's the agenda power scaling way, in which case I won. And then there's also the characterization for Kusakabe. Maybe not all that much in terms of additional lore, but just generally fleshing out the character a bit more. If y'all know me, y'all know which one I gotta address first. Y'all know. Kusakabe, he was out here. Oops, I messed that up. Sorry, chat. He was out here moving a little different. He was out here moving just slightly different than what you might expect. I'm not gonna lie. I knew we were getting a masterclass when the second page of the chapter was Kusakabe deflecting a dismantle. I'm not gonna lie. But let's see. Kusakabe biggest sleeper build. Yeah, so I think this chapter is interesting because for a lot of people, they're super impressed. And don't get me wrong, I think Kusakabe was extremely impressive here. But it's just super interesting to see people be like, "Oh my god, Kusakabe's doing this? How is that possible? There's no way he's doing it. There's no way he's pulling this off." And it's dude, listen, if you were tapped in, if you were locked into the simple domain awareness like me, you would simply know. We've been on this wave, y'all. We've been on this wave, chat. Sleeping Danger, thank you for the 14. Kusakabe might pack up Naobito. Listen, bro. First of all, appreciate you for the 14, Sleeping Danger. And second of all, yeah, I know Gojo makes the caveat. Y'all know me, chat. Y'all know me. I love pulling up panels. I love pulling up the scans. But Gojo kind of gives the exception for okay, maybe except for the big three families. And yeah, that's fair. And that would obviously apply to characters like Naobito, maybe Naoya, if you're really lenient with what he's saying there. But I'm going to be honest, like, Gojo isn't saying definitively that anybody in the big three families are stronger. He's just saying that, like, that one's a little bit more iffy, which makes sense considering Naobito was, like, the second fastest sorcerer, quote unquote, fastest sorcerer aside from Gojo, otherwise known as the second fastest sorcerer. And this is cool. This is a pretty solid statement, but, like, I'm going to be real. If y'all saw my ranking sorcerer video, y'all knew I already had Kusakabe over Mei Mei and Nanami. Like, that makes a lot of sense to me. Because even with how inconsistent or like lacking in feats Kusakabe was, in terms of like showings that he did have, he was always pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie. Like, people like to downplay it a lot, but blocking Maximum Uzumaki from off screen, very impressive feat. He gets in front of Sukuna, or gets in front of Higuruma rather, to block Sukuna slashes, which is like another very impressive feat that I think didn't go underrated necessarily. I think people were hyping it up, but it is something that, in my opinion, like, Gege has always been pretty explicit about Kusakabe being quite competent for a grade 1. I'm just gonna be real. But yeah, let's see. Demon Akatsuha, thank you for the 5. Interesting how Kusakabe on page 1 said the same thing that Megumi said in 171, a domain is still a domain. Yeah, that is very, very interesting. Hold on, let me get the side-by-side comparison, because that's not even something that I peeped. But yeah. I will say Kusakabe was definitely on one this chapter. He was definitely on one this chapter. Bro, you only hopped on the wave after the Miwa incident? Incorrect, actually. And also, saying I only hopped on the wave after the Miwa incident would be like saying, bro, you've only been on the wave for several years, bro. Like, yeah, man. Even if that was the case, the Miwa incident was probably like 2 years ago, man. Like, I made the dedicated Miwa video. When I make that, man. When I make Miwa will change the cooling games. I still stand by that, by the way. I'm gonna be real, chat. I'm gonna be real. Yeah, I made that a year ago, straight up. When a year ago? Yeah, chat. I'm not gonna lie. It's been let's be real, guys. Let's be real. But yeah, Demon Akatsuha, that definitely was a good catch, because obviously I noted that he was saying that, but I didn't make the comparison between him and Megumi. I'm sure some other people, some other geniuses in chat did, but that's definitely not something I immediately thought of. But yeah, I do think that's interesting. Obviously, they're like not necessarily downplaying their abilities, but it's more like, despite the simplicity or rudimentary nature of it all, obviously you can't underestimate what a domain brings to the table in a fight. And I think that just holds pretty true, especially, well, in both instances. But in Kusakabe's case, I mean, like, the slashes, even when he doesn't notice that Sukuna isn't going to use hand signs for his next attack, I mean, he's able to block it. And, like, if y'all were watching the Honor ones last week, me and Creams were kind of joking about, like, if Kusakabe does anything, he's basically goated and he's lived up to expectations. But I'm going to be real. Even as someone who expected Kusakabe to do well, I think the straight up, like, blocking a technique from Sukuna where there was no curse technique activation motion, like, the slash just went flying out without any hand signs, no chanting, nothing, is extremely impressive. Like, I won't start the stream off too crazy with my agenda shit, right? But I will say we see other characters like get hit with the slashes and whatnot, right? And tank them, sure. But like, hey man, listen, Yuta and his domain wasn't he wasn't dodging the slashes. I'll say that for sure. He's just like, listen, man. That hand outstretched, that looks like a technique activation moment to me. And Yuta got hit straight up. Obviously, he can handle it because he's tanky enough too, which is probably something that Kusakabe can't say. But it's interesting. Like, I will say, okay, this is kind of tough, right? Because it's an interesting thing to articulate. Kusakabe's most likely not stronger than Yuta, Hakari, Maki. Like, duh. They're called the heavy hitters for a reason, right? But when we're going just based off of, like, how should I put this? The impressiveness of doing what they're doing in a 1v1 situation, I think Kusakabe's, like, because it's Kusakabe, people kind of, like, underestimate it. Like, I'll put it like this, right? if Higuruma was able to toss his sword like the Executioner's blade to Kusakabe, Sukuna would be dead, right? Like dead ass. You pair Kusakabe and Higuruma up alongside Yuji, right? You have him toss the blade just earlier before he actually starts getting like bullied. Hey man, like call me crazy, but listen, I think honestly a lot of like the faults of like this right here, bro. This right is literally putting Sukuna in a blender. I mean, death. Like all of these cuts, boom, it's over. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's kind of crazy. Just to think about, just to speculate on for sure. But yeah, let's see. JR, thank you for the 10. A quick aside, why do you think Yuta didn't manifest all of Rika in the domain? That would have drastically increased their chances. Also, why didn't Yuji use any of Rika's stored cursed tools / techniques? I mean, my answer would be that Yuta was basically keeping Rika partially manifested in the event that the domain broke and he was still capable of fighting. That way he would basically... Here's the way I'm looking at it. If I'm Yuta, right? I open my domain in the hopes of killing Sukuna there. Let's say I do kill Sukuna there. I don't need to fully manifest Rika. Cool. All's well that ends well. Let's say I fuck up, which actually happened in the canon, right? Then, assuming, because they had really preoccupied all of Sukuna's limbs, if you were to ask me how he got off World Cleave, I would just have to shrug my shoulders and say, oh no, he did it somehow, right? And I think Yuta was basically banking on the idea that if he's taken out of the fight, he can come back again basically at full power if he unleashes Rika, gets the 5 minutes of curse technique usage, curse tool usage, his curse energy stores are revamped. Like I basically look at it for Yuta as like a revive. Like outside of just relying on Shoko and Wee Wee to get him back on the battlefield, I think Yuta may have also kind of partially been holding his cards pretty close to his chest in the event that he actually did get clapped, which obviously is what happened. That's just speculation. That's just like conjecture, but that's how I see it, right? It's like it's a trump card behind the trump card, right? In the event that Yuta does fail with the domain, if he gets back on the battlefield, he can still access all of his curse techniques for 5 minutes straight and help out to take down Sukuna. So yeah, for sure. Let's see. Now we know he doesn't need his hands to use his slashes. Yeah, for his basic ones, that makes sense. For the world dismantle, that hasn't been true, at least based off what every character has been saying. It's like, how should I put this? For basic flashes, sure, but it would be like Gojo. Gojo could pull off multiple blue spawn points without hand signs, for example. He can use infinity without hand signs. Maybe he can use red without hand signs, although we've never seen it. But like, it's very unlikely that Gojo can launch off hollow purple without using any hand signs altogether. And if I had to give that analogy, I would just say like cleave is probably similar. Like he doesn't really make a hand sign, he just makes contact. Dismantle, he also doesn't have to make hand signs. They just amplify the potency of the technique. But with World Cleave, that's, I guess, like his hollow purple, quote unquote, in terms of the amount of effort it requires, because he has to chant and sign. And I don't believe that he didn't do either against Yuta and Yuji. But yeah. Yeah, that world dismantle was some generational BS for sure. I'm not one to say Sukuna has been like totally on bullshit recently. That's not really where I sit in the whole discussion surrounding like Sukuna versus everybody recently. But I will say that was one instance where I was like, all right, Gege, you, I don't know if I buy this one in particular. I don't know. You're selling something. I'm not sure if I want to partake. I'm not sure if I want to partake. Basically, domain was Yuta's trump card and full Rika was his wild card. Yeah, exactly. He hoped the domain would end things, but like in this, I'll put it like this, right? Yuta and Maki weren't fighting together because in the event that they failed, they wouldn't have that extra oomph of Maki sneaking Sukuna, right? Yuta and Maki probably would have been able to do really crazy shit within the domain, but the intention is always for the primary or the plan that came before to work, right? So like plan A is, you could say it's Kashimo. I doubt they really thought Kashimo would win, but plan A, say plan 1 was Kashimo, right? He flubbed it, fucked up, he died, right? Plan number 2, Yuji and Higuruma, they flubbed it. Higuruma got cooked. I'm not going to say he died because I don't necessarily believe that. And then he got escorted off the battlefield. Okay, plan 3 is Yuta and Yuji, right? Yuta flubbed it. Okay, plan 4 is Maki. Maki flubbed it. Plan 5 is Kusakabe. Kusakabe flubbed it. Plan 6 is Miguel. What Miguel is going to do is going to be interesting. The only thing I think, it's definitely going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting. I will say if Miguel is the one to break this cycle of Sukuna sort of like dominating our the sorcerers we bring forth, I will really laugh or be extremely impressed if he's able to make it make sense for me and make me like enjoy that decision. Because I will say, like, how should I put this? Miguel just doesn't seem like the kind of character, based on what we know, to bring shit home with Sukuna. Like, what's his relation point to Sukuna? What further dynamic can be explored specifically with him that can't be with anybody else? Not to say he's useless, but more to say, like, I don't think he is the one that'll change the status quo here. If I had to say anybody will do it, my imagination would be Yuji, Maki, or Yuta, right? Some combination of them. I could even see, despite my hate for Hakari, right? I could even see Hakari being one to switch up the flow. Like, I'm going to be real, right? For as much as I like to, like, you know, jokingly dog on him or whatever, right? Hakari is very strong and very useful in this specific type of battle, in which your opponent is just slashing you with bullshit that pretty much cooks regular people. But like, here, let me show y'all, right? This attack right here, like this shit. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I just got to pull up the Kusakabe where he gets cooked, right? This attack right here, it would cook anybody that doesn't have RCT, right? Because like, damn, I don't think Kusakabe's dead, by the way, but damn, bro, you really cut me pretty deep in my chest. That's enough to make me stop moving. Hakari's like laughing at that and continuously moving, right? Now, I think the problem with him that may not arise for everybody else is that, like, for example, Maki could see the world dismantles. Yuta got cooked when they got brought out. Yuji also would get cooked when they got brought out. But, like, Kusakabe can sort of, like, stop that using his simple domain and expanding its range. Hakari doesn't really have that benefit, but so long as he doesn't get his head cut off, right? I'm a pretty staunch believer that, like, Sukuna doesn't have much that'll beat him that won't change the status quo, right? So, like, this shit right here, yeah, Higuruma's getting cooked, right? Okay, cool, Hakari's not eating that, but, like, give him 3 seconds and he's back on the battlefield. Like, I think Hakari is the type of fighter that could change the status quo simply because his ability allows for that cycle of, like, new sorcerer to be broken. That's kind of how I see it. Let's see. Richetto, is this a pre-show or replacement for the podcast episode? Definitely replacement. Creams is out. I think he said he had a rally to be at. I think he said like white hood attire. I don't know. He's just not interested in Miguel, so you know he didn't pull up. But yeah, you know this is gonna be the replacement for sure. And R Miles 53, thank you for the 5. I might be dumb, but I'm still confused why Jacob's ladder didn't land in Yuta's domain. Can you explain? Yeah, sure. So it did. So the first things first, right? Jacob's ladder does land in the domain, like it hits him full stop. It hits him. It's pretty clear that it, not even pretty clear that it is. I can understand the confusion, right? But Yuta does maximum output Jacob's ladder. Cool, fine, whatever. But we see right here that it lands, right? We know this is Sukuna's big ass. We know for certain it is. And he also gets like grayed out as like an indication that he got hit by Jacob's ladder. So what the problem is, right? That Jacob's ladder landed and it temporarily disrupted Sukuna's hold over Megumi and probably whatever technique he would have wanted to use at that moment. But they were basically banking on Megumi coming back so much so that when it didn't happen, they kind of like, there was a lapse in the planning, right? it was like, okay, we will do X and Y in order to get Z, right? But when Z didn't happen, they were like, oh shit, what do we even do here? What is even the response? And then that's when Sukuna pulls off the world dismantled, right? Now, up to this point, up to Megumi like rejecting him and them being caught off guard by that, I think that's fine. Sukuna gets hit by Jacob's letter, full stop. That's cool, that's whatever, blah, blah, blah. What throws me off, right, is that Rika was holding his arms. This one is completely cut off. This one is fucked. And then he like pulls out the secret fifth arm he hadn't used since the Heian era or whatever, right? I'm joking, but this like it leading to this outcome is still somewhat confusing to me. I'm hoping and praying for maybe some like exposition eventually. My best guess, right? If I were to really like be in Gege's corner, right? I'm really trying to justify this to the best of my ability. What happened was Sukuna used, damn, this is blasting in my ears. It's probably not even that loud for you guys though, but hold on. Okay, there we go. What happened was Sukuna very quickly cleaved Rika's hands, right? So that she would let go. Meanwhile, he was chanting with like just his primary mouth or whatever, right? Just like the one on his face. And he did that simultaneously in order to catch them off guard and hit a world dismantle. Like I could see that, but he did it pretty fast is all I'm gonna say, right? I get it, Sukuna's a fast guy, very physically competent, understandable. But I will say if that's what Gege was trying to convey, I can glean that from the situation, I guess. Like I said, I just put it together, but it feels a little iffy to me, right? A little iffy to me. I'm just hoping we get a little bit more, because it's such a big moment in my opinion that it deserves a little bit more clarity, right? Like if it was like Ino or shit Choso getting cleaved by this, right? And then they're the ones that exit the fight. Okay, sure. It would maybe be a little bit of a hard pill to swallow, but I could buy it, right? But because Yuta's such a big part of their fighting force, it just makes me a little hesitant to buy into the ambiguity of it. Personally, I'm not judging you if you can, more power to you. But I look at this and I'm like, a little convenient, a little fast and loose with the rules, in my opinion, at least. I think we could have. There could have been a little bit more certainty. Gege could have tweaked the scenario a little bit to allow for Sukuna to do that better. It's just me, right? But to go back to your question initially, Jacob's letter does hit. It's just not a constantly hitting ability, right? So like it's max output. This is the wrong panel. It's max output, right? Shoots, blam, hits them, and then it's gone. Obviously, we see in this panel it's gone. So it seems that like Jacob's letter just isn't like a constantly attacking sure hit, which we've seen a few times in the story. Like I think Naoya has one that seems to just like hit you and then affect you. I don't know. But yeah, it just seems like a max output ability that we don't really see multiple times for sure. Let's see. Google me. Thank you for the 5. You'll be at work right now. That's for the stream. You've been seeing the regular show gang versus Sukuna discourse on Twitter. Hope you've been good. Hey man. First of all, appreciate you for the 5. Really appreciate you. Hope this VOD will be satisfactory for you when you get off work, bro. But let's see. First of all, I feel like I may be mixing up two things I've seen on Twitter, which is like a lot of like regular show praise. Nope, you probably talked about that actually. I don't know if I would call it discourse, but I've been seeing like the memes and jokes for sure. All right, let's see. Let me catch up with what the chat is saying a little bit because I was dead ass just rambling for a long time. Let's see. He chanted before Kashima's blast reached him. Hopefully Gege adds another page for clarification of the volume release. Yeah. It's just wild to depict it like this right after showing the absolute stranglehold Rika had on his arms. I agree. It's not like it's not justifiable, but it's just more like, how did you get put in this position in the first place, I guess, if you could have just cleaved her hands off you? It just makes the fact that he did it now seem a little bit odd. Like I said, it's not the worst thing in the world. But yeah. Is Yuta dead? I doubt it. I doubt it for multiple reasons. One, because I don't think we would get nothing regarding Yuta's death. But two, because here, let me show you guys. The fact that Rika is still capable of carrying Yuta means that at the bare minimum, he didn't instantly die here, right? We also know he intentionally shattered his barrier in a way so that like it would distract Sukuna from Maki. So he was of sound enough mind to do that, and his technique is active in a way that allows for Rika to still exist. One interesting thing I just peeped here, call me crazy, but in this you know this mess of lines, it looks like Yuta's still got one eye just open, just staring over here. Maybe I'm nuts, maybe I'm coping or whatever, but I honestly don't think. Maybe I'm crazy. Shoko's really gonna have to show out, right? But because I think the cast has sustained like a fuck ton of damn near lethal blows. But I'm not necessarily sure. I think most of the people we've seen get cooked by Sukuna are dead. If I'm just gonna be completely honest, like that goes for Higuruma, that goes for Yuta, that definitely goes for Maki, and that also pretty definitely goes for Kusakabe. Like this right here. Hold on, let me pull it up. This right here, nothing about this convinced me that she's dead, right? She's like, she may have like shattered her arm or some shit, right? Cool. Maybe like fucked up her ribs on some like now you're ramming into her body at Mach 3 shit, right? But I like really, really doubt that Maki's dead. I definitely do. I definitely do. And I mean, look at it like this, right? We saw Choso just get fucking skewered straight up in the beginning of this conflict. He just comes back kind of like it's nothing, right? Like it's no big deal. Not even to say like it's weird or inconsistent. Like, I mean, I was pretty much of the belief, like, even if there was no logistical power system way to explain why Choso survived, there's no way. Like, Gege's a lot of things, right? Quick with the way he kills characters, for sure, yes. So flippant with them that he wouldn't even like give Choso a blurb, like that this right here would have just been his death scene. Didn't buy it. So when he came back, it made sense. Now just multiply that tenfold for motherfuckers like Yuta and Maki, right? Higuruma, I can buy he's dead because he got a moment that like is pretty gay core in terms of like how he would die. Yuta not getting anything, Maki not getting anything, not happening. Not happening. Not happening at all. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see for sure. I don't think Sukuna knows that Heavenly Restriction uses have crazy regen. I think Maki's waiting for another sneak. That would be kind of sick. Imagine she's just like, all right, that worked so nice, I'll try it twice. Like, let's really just run that shit back. Let's see. Do I think Yuji has multiple curse techniques? If not now, he will probably. I think if not now, then he will eventually for sure. Let's see. Tiberius, thank you for the 5. I think Maki is alive but missing one arm, and Yuji will pick up Soul Split. Yuji's about to become a Blood Hashira. First of all, that would be hard. Second of all, if anyone's picking up Maki's blade, we all know it's going to be our Lord and Savior, Kasumi Miwa. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. Kusakabe flexing like this and showing off the power of a simple domain, that got me gassed. I can't even lie. I won't even go on a crazy tangent. Maybe I'll double down on my theory with another like Miwa video or some shit, right? But like I won't go too crazy in stream unless y'all provoke me. But listen, the power of simple domain being showed off like this, I'm just saying, niggas called me crazy when I said Kusakabe was really strong, and look what he did to look at the way Sukuna's reacting, bruh. He ain't never seen nothing like this. Look at that, bro. He ain't never seen it, bro. Listen, that was fear. That was fear. That was a little. I won't say fear. Fear's crazy. He was startled. He was shaken up a little bit. He was wobbly a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't know, right? So all I'm saying is, if me was like, fuck it, dude, you know what? I was not thorough when I ran up on Kenjaku. Let me be so fucking serious about this. Binding vow with my life at stake. Mechamaru, I'm coming to see you. I'm putting it all on here for this final fight, simple domain type shit. Listen, we already, listen, chat, you know what? Sorry, I know I said I wasn't going to get into it. I apologize. I lied to y'all. I'm really, really genuine, truly sorry. I lied to y'all. Listen, chat. This, hold on. I'm fucking cooking in my head. Where's that Gojo panel? Where's that Gojo panel where we talking about it? Hold on. Okay. Watch this, right? Cool. So Gojo's talking about like beginners usually need like binding vows to use simple domains, right? She has to leave both of her feet on the ground during its activation, right? She can't like do it while she's in the air or like while she's doing like crazy acrobatics. Okay. And you're probably thinking like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything, right? Like what, okay, binding vow, cool. Binding vows are shit everybody does. And like, it's shit that everybody does indeed do. However, I wish I knew what chapter it was in. There is another instance in which Miwa seems to be the poster child of like binding vows, especially recently. And I'm just thinking, this is the infamous chapter where everybody is hitting me up, bro. The Miwa agenda is over. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Right? Talking to me about some nonsense. Right? Boom. Here we go. Not only does she lack skill, but she imposed a binding vow on herself and Shibuya to never swing a katana again. She'll just break that binding vow. Trust. We don't even need to worry about that. But it's interesting. Miwa's binding vows are brought to the surface multiple times in relatively quick succession in the grand scheme of this fight, right? Hold on, chat. Let me cook even further. This panel or this page comes from chapter 244. What chapter came out today officially? 254. So what we're about to see is the Binding Vow trilogy when Miwa pulls up with the Binding Vow with her life at stake on chapter 264. Y'all aren't listening, chat. Gege is literally, he's crafting, he's creating something that's beyond what we're thinking about right now. Listen, chat, the Binding Vow trilogy. The Binding Vow, yes sir. Listen, come on. That's a lot. Come on, listen to me, chat. I know what I'm talking about. Come on. But no, for real though, like, obviously I was being for real then, but like, Gege's cooking something. Listen, I don't trust Gege to do a lot of things, but I trust Gege on this one. Yes, sir. Let's see. Some super chats came in. Kid Soul is the verse. Thank you for the 2. Gaku / Nagumo versus current Kusakabe. Gaku. It's tough. Because that's cross verse. Like, let me do some in my head conversions. Nagumo probably cooks some. Well, the automatic reaction shit is pretty broken. I'm not even gonna lie. It's gonna depend. That's a good one. That is a good one. Damn. That is a good one. I feel like Nagumo has the better martial arts. Gaku probably does too. Kusakabe's probably like physically stronger when he amps himself with cursed energy and whatnot. It really is going to come down to speed and God, bro, JJK speed versus Akamoto Day speed again. My head starts spinning just thinking about it. It depends. I would, Jesus Christ. Why am I stuck here, bro? I'm sitting here, hand on my chin, doing the calculations, bro. I don't know. Sakamoto Day's characters be moving kind of quick. I would say knee-jerk reaction, although it's not knee-jerk. I've been sitting here thinking about it for like 2 minutes. I would say Nagumo still, but I would have to like look more into it because Kusakabe might have some arguments. It depends on how much you're trying to exaggerate JJK speed. I'll put it like that for sure. But yeah, Loud Gaming, thank you for the 5. Is Kusakabe an unregistered special grade with those feats? It's interesting, like okay, so here's the reason, like, while this is extremely impressive, I'm sort of hesitant to say like, oh, Kusakabe scales X, Y, and Z, because here's the thing we have to kind of keep in mind, right? This Sukuna he has an amp that he didn't have before, which is like the Black Flash in the zone bullshit, which is unquantified, but it puts him at 120% of his potential. But 120% of his potential after he's been like stabbed in the back by Maki with Soul Split, after he's had his soul whittled down by Yuji's punches, after he's like expended a lot of his curse energy, etc., etc. So like, it's going to depend on this, right? Do you think that because Sukuna is off a Black Flash, he is as strong, if not stronger, than the version of Sukuna that was fighting Yuta and Yuji? That's the question you gotta ask. Does a Black Flash, does that amp offset the negative curse energy side effects of using RCT to heal all of his body and whatnot, and his heart, right? If not, Kusakabe's like, I'll put it like this, right? If his simple domain holds up in all domain expansions for characters like the Disaster Curse Spirits, I will say this confidently: Hanami and Dagon are getting put in a fucking. They're getting sent back to the other world, bro. It's over for them, personally speaking. Mahito probably not, because auto transfiguration, not taking soul damage, whatever. Jogo, Kusakabe definitely be able to hurt Jogo for sure. Obviously, we're talking about base Jogo, not fire volcano god Jogoat. And just in case you guys were curious about the distinction, but like base Jogo, normal Jogo when he's like holding back and whatnot, like the one we mostly see in the story, he would definitely be strong enough to like cut him up. The question is just, do you think like Jogo's AoE fucks him up? Like, can he? The thing I always go back to is like Kusakabe being like, oh shit, bro, these are elephants tap dancing on ants and we're the ants. And it's like, okay, if Kusakabe really was strong enough to go toe to toe with someone on Jogo's level, would he really compare himself to that? Granted, he might, because he does that shit a lot. He was like, who could fight with special grades? And Ino's like, you. So there's a lot of things to consider. You could just say, throw out Kusakabe's words. He does say, though, like, even in his eternal monologue, when he might not be like, when he might be more serious, rather, dude, if he pulls out the fire arrow, because it killed that special grade, it will kill us. If you use that as an argument, he might kind of cap out at that, like, in a straight up fight to the death, Jogo, Mahito tier characters might beat him, which sounds crazy considering how old relative like to where we are as antagonists they are. But like a lot of characters that are still pretty powerful would not like beat them easily. I'm not gonna lie. Like the only characters, I'm gonna be totally honest, the only characters in my opinion that can that on the good guys side, right, that can casually cook them, like Gojo, Maki, yeah, Yuta, yeah. Yuji, he needs a simple domain. He needs a domain counter for everybody that's not he actually needs a domain counter for Mahito now, actually. But like, I think Hakari, I guess Hakari can or whatever, right? I guess, maybe, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Honey Mustard, thank you for the 500 yen, I think. Read this chapter and instantly knew you'd love the Kusakabe hype. Yes, sir. I was cheesing that entire time, man. Yes, sir. Let's see. Tiberius take with a 5. How raw would it have been if Todo got hands on Haruto's sword, throw the sword, keep the hand, then clap so he's behind while holding the sword. It's still coming. That would be kind of cool. Todo with like while using a weapon for an extended period of time would be pretty sick. He uses like Playful Cloud, but he doesn't really do it for all that long. Hold on, 1 second. Okay, just had to respond to that real quick. Yes, me will go. Let's see. Listen, chat, y'all are gonna call me a prophet with me with cooks. That's all I'm gonna say. All the people who doubting, man. All the people who doubting. But Angel, thank you for the 5. He's not cooking. Now let him. It's probably gonna cut to Hakari fight explaining Miguel and other what? Another like also Hakari greater than Yuta? Hey man, if you say so. All right, let's see. Let's see. Oh, another super chat. Lord Gaming, thank you the 5. What if Yuji soul swaps into Kusakabe and uses the RCT he learned in Kusakabe's body? That would be interesting, I guess, like to actually see what the soul swapping ability is, like it actually be used outside of the flashback. But I don't know if Kusakabe would be like the priority there. Like I'd imagine he would do that first with like Yuta, although maybe he can't heal Yuta, like he wouldn't be able to do that to that extent. But I guess if he's thinking, all right, got to get Kusakabe in the battlefield right now, I could see it, but I don't imagine it being like Yuji's first priority over everything. I am curious to see what scenario Gege's gonna cook up to where that soul swapping or whatever the hell it is does make sense to use in battle, for sure, for sure. Sleeping Danger, thank you for the 14. If Miwa cooks Sukuna but Megumi dies, how we feeling? It depends on how Megumi dies. Like I don't have an issue with Megumi dying, but he can't just be like napping into death, right? Like fight and die. Like okay, give you like fight and die for the sake of sorcery or some shit, or you know, do something, bro. Like I'm poking him with the stick. Like come on, man, do something. If Miwa kills Sukuna, like straight up like bodies him, right? An excellent performance like as great as I could have imagined, and Megumi just does nothing, I'm feeling fucking conflicted, bro. I'm falling to my knees, and my left eye is just gonna be just blood, just from the pain and suffering I've gone through, while tears of joy come out from my right eye, bro. It would be actually insane. I think I would snap. I think I would snap, actually. I think my mental state I would just fracture. You know, I'm gonna be Two-Face, bro. That's what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be Two-Face. That's what's gonna fucking happen. I'm literally just gonna have split personalities after that. For sure. For sure. But I trust Megumi's gonna do something. Obviously, Sleeping Danger, I know you're a hater. I know you've bet your entire life savings and your house on the idea that Megumi won't come back. And I'll just say this, I'm happy to collect all of those things once I'm right. You know what I mean? Did you forget Hakari's potential was stated to be with Yuta and Gojo? No, I didn't forget that. I mean, just because I think Yuta would beat Hakari doesn't mean that I don't think they're in the same tier. There are plenty of characters that are in a similar tier to each other that would like beat the other person, or that like a particular character can't beat, right? I would say Ishigori is generally stronger than Uro, but Uro probably can, if not defeat, at least stalemate Ishigori, despite being, by all conventions outside of like specific matchup, in my opinion, a weaker opponent. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, Hakari can be as strong or stronger than Yuta or whatever and still not beat Yuta. I mean, that's kind of that's where I stand a lot. Like, those two things don't necessarily need to be contradictory. Those two things don't need to be contradictory at all. Let's see. What do you think will become of Sukuna if his soul is beaten out of Megumi? I mean, he might use the merger maybe like as a last act. I think Liv has said that as a theory. And I think that's kind of interesting, as like he uses the merger as like his body, or his new vessel. But yeah. Let's see. To continue though, I guess we mainly talked about Kusakabe in terms of like the feats. We talked about a lot of the fighting stuff. From a character perspective, I will say I like this. I like this aspect. I think it was. I don't know if it was well. I will say one thing. Gege is funny because bringing up what's her name, the new character, or the character that we hadn't had named before. What's her fucking name? Usami. Not having her brought up at all, like by name at least. Maybe it's his sister, maybe not. Is very funny on Gege's part. Like it's just like, dude, why did you? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's only been one chapter, right? It's not like it's the end of the world, but it's just funny because like if Kusakabe is temporarily sidelined, why the fuck did you bring her up now? But yeah, I think this was interesting. I like this. Kusakabe has from what is it, chapter 147? Kusakabe seems pretty close to Yaga. And I think that's cool. I think Yaga being like a very personable principal who had like deep personal connections with all of the faculty, and maybe not necessarily the students, but primarily like the people who work there. I think that's nice. This panel right here was actually I think pretty sick. He might look a little sad, not because I didn't risk my life, but because he couldn't fight alongside me. I think at TCB it'd be like we couldn't fight alongside each other. And I think that's pretty nice. I think that's pretty touching. Let's see. Yeah, and then they're all saying he's kind-hearted. I don't know why. I mean, it's badass, I guess, but it's really funny that he's like jumping through these dismantles. Something about this image is like genuinely it's kind of humorous to me. For sure. But yeah. Yeah. I thought it's very small, very gay in terms of like the amount that happens. But to me, I will take that. I like this part. I will say new Shadow Style Hazy Moon. I prefer, maybe it's just because I've been on my Elden Ring bullshit, right? But I think I prefer Moon Veil Slash or whatever the fuck it's called. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Moonlight Veil, my fault. Moonlight Veil. Maybe it might just be my Elden Ring kick, but I actually do like that name more. Hazy Moon gives me the vibes of like an ability if he were to like use an illusion, right? Like if this blade were to like to Sukuna look like multiple, and then he stabs him with the real one, like that would give me the vibe of a Hazy Moon. Moonlight Veil is more like this to me personally, but that's like a nitpick. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, for sure. I thought this was really cool. Pretty good. Kusakabe even being like low key cool in the way that he kind of like resigns for like with defeat is sick. Like, well, damn. Like, you know what, bro? That's respect, bro. That's respect. Me, I would be crying and sweating and begging to be let live, bro. Well, damn. Hey, man. I could respect it. Let's see. Sleeping Danger, thank you for the 35. You're confused. I have Megumi stocks. I'm simply tanking them so we can win big in the end together. You know what, bro? I read that and I was like, wow, that's a convincing argument. But nah, bro. Some of the shit you said has too much vitriol, man. It has too much venom. That's not fake hate, bro. As a hater that is both real, that has like spit both real and fake hate, bro, you put either you're really good at fake hating or you put extra sauce on that, and that's real, bro. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah. Let's see. Tiberius, thank you for the 10. I think Shrine will pop out. Yuji draped in Sukuna's cursed energy. Falling Blossom learns because he has a royal family curse technique. And RCT, he'll walk through Shrine again. 214. They duke it out to the end. Gotta go have a good one. Well, appreciate you for the super chat. Thank you. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and maybe enjoy the VOD when you spin back on it. I could see something to that effect. For sure. Falling Blossom Emotion, maybe. I see Simple Domain more than anything else, but that's how I peep it. That's how I personally see it. Maybe it shatters or something, and then he's forced to do it. But I guess I get what you would say. Falling Blossom, just so he's also sustaining damage, plus the resistance that his cursed energy gives him, plus his regular physical bullshit. And he's like walking down Sukuna. That would be kind of crazy. That'd be kind of crazy for sure. Let's see. Miguel gonna carry for 7 chapters for sure. If he held up till Gojo, then he can do it for Sukuna. Listen, man, I don't know how to tell you which one of these guys is stronger, but fair enough. Let's see. Nexus, thank you for the 2. Kusakabe versus the I'm assuming you meant to say Zenin clan. Who wins? The entire Zenin clan. Kusakabe is probably getting cooked. If I'm gonna be real, if I just had to guess, he's probably getting cooked. The entire just doing what Maki did, he's probably not doing what Maki did. But if you were to ask me, I personally just don't know if I think Kusakabe is like the stamina for that. I don't know if anything implies he's capable of that level of prolonged battle at such a high level. But if you were to say Kusakabe versus Naoya, Kusakabe versus Naobito, and really those are the only two I think Kusakabe you can even make an interesting battle with. I think everybody else is like cannon fodder and getting absolutely fucking bodied. versus them, it's tough. It's tough because it's a lot of like Kusakabe having better feats, but the narrative specifically for Naobito just being so much better, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's kind of how I see it. But yeah, the entire Zen clan at once, I doubt it. Especially if Naobito's still part of it in this scenario, for sure. CJ, thank you for the 5. How would you feel if Yuji gains an awakening and beats up Sukuna on some Gohan versus Cell or Ichigo versus Aizen type shit? So 2 things. 1, I would like Megumi to be included, only because I think Megumi's narrative is now as interwoven with Sukuna and Yuji's, or Sukuna's as Yuji's is. So I should put it. But aside from that, if just Yuji like bosses the fuck up and like basically handles Sukuna either individually or just as a duo with Megumi or whoever the fuck, right? However you think that goes down, I mean, I'm fine with it. That's how I think it's gonna happen. I've said this on my Twitter a lot. Let me pull up the tweet real quick. I gotta search it up. I've said this a lot, so y'all know I'm pretty consistent in my belief. This isn't just something I'm gonna be saying when it happens and I'm defending Gege. No, it's not a plot hole. It's actually, this is some shit I've been saying for a long time. Awakenings in JJK happen quick as shit, bro. I mean, you can not like that. That's fine. I even think there is something to be critiqued or at least questioned about the nature of the way characters in JJK get power-ups, right? Critiqued is a bit strong, but maybe at least examined and being critical of or hesitant to call peak or whatever, right? However, I think if you like the way Gojo powered up, if you like the way Maki powered up, if you like the way, who are some other fucking characters that power up? I mean, really, those 2 are pretty excellent examples, if I do say so myself. But if you like the way either of those 2 power up in the quickness in which they did it, amen. At least be consistent. Like, at least be consistent, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I'm saying is don't let Yuji get off a Black Flash. Don't let Yuji get off a Black Flash. That's all I'm saying personally. Because then I'm totally buying it. Like, I could see Yuta reaching that level. I could see Maki reaching that level. Maki I'm a little bit more iffy on. Not because I doubt her potential, but more so because there's an easier path, in my opinion, to become this strong through sorcery. Or at least we haven't seen a Heavenly Restriction user ever become this strong. Whereas we've seen 2 sorcerers reach Gojo's level and beyond, blah, blah, blah. But I think Hakari can do it. I think Yuta can do it. I think Megumi can do it. I think Yuji can do it, right? Here's the tweet. Here's the tweet, chat. Here's the cheat. Cheat is crazy. Here's the tweet. Niggas will see Gojo and Maki power up enough to low diff a character that bullied them 45 seconds ago and argue that the main cast can't get strong enough to collectively defeat Sukuna. Maybe it's just me, but the series has been pretty consistent in that regard. I don't know. Like maybe I'm nuts, right? Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe. But all I'm saying is we seen it before. That's all I'm saying. Personally. So I'd be fine with it. On the whole. Delazar Slit, thank you for the 10. So what if he plans to take the Fallen and is to bring them alive enough to shoot them with a gun and make them vengeful cursed spirits? We haven't seen that in a bit. Huh? Wait, what do you mean, Delazar? You don't have to super chat again. Just let me know what you meant. I'm a little confused. So what if the plan is to take the Fallen? Wait, what's the plan? Take the Fallen and yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not really able to articulate. If you just reply, doesn't have to be a super chat. Just like let me know what you meant, or maybe someone in chat like couldn't clear that up for me. Maybe I'm just like I could be stupid. It's very possible. So, yeah, for sure. Maki's second power up was bad. So I think Maki's second power up was very fucking funny, actually. Now I could say it was funny. In the moment, I agree with you. I didn't like it. But I think Maki's power, more than Daido... Okay. Let me go on my soapbox. I know the Jujutsu Kaisen super duper ultra mega fans are going to be mad, right? And by that, I mean Lethality, Demon Akatsuwa, Liv, and maybe some others that like either I'm less familiar with or I just don't know. Maybe y'all are a Gege Gagger in disguise, right? And I'm not even mad at y'all. I fuck with y'all, right? I fuck with, we'll say 70% of the takes you guys have in terms of like in regards to JJK being better than what a lot of the recent discourse is implying. But I'm going to be arrogant for a second. Please excuse me. I'm going to get on my soapbox and I'm going to say this, right? To me, Maki's second power-up has two problems. Personally, two things that stop what could be like a very, very, like one of the, in my opinion, like just standalone best moments in the entire series. Take it from that and like from what that could have been to something that was just like, oh, that's a really good chapter, in my opinion. Let me cook for a second, right? It was missing two things. One, I could be dumb, but I never got the vibe that Maki at this point in the story was really, really stressed about shit, right? I never got the vibe that Maki was too uptight, right? In the sense that like when Mio talks about her doubts, right? And he's like, you're too stiff, you're too focused, or like you're too like tense. It's like, or that, you know, she didn't have a teacher. Like we knew she didn't, well, she did it from what we saw, she had a teacher, right? But she didn't have someone that she could super relate to. Sure, I could see that part. But like a lot of the struggles that she had, I felt like I personally wasn't the most aware of, right? They weren't things that I felt like Gege made clear. For example, Megumi being like ready to die over anything, we've known that since chapter 1. Not only has it been shown, but it's been said numerous times. It's been a common problem critiqued about him. So when Megumi kind of partially handles that by opening the domain and eventually will likely fix that in its entirety by the climax of the story, that feels like something we've known has been a problem earned. I honestly think the problem is I just wanted to see more of Maki's struggle before the immediate resolution, personally. And the second thing, I actually don't mind Mio and Daido coming out of the fucking woodwork and like just helping Maki achieve her power up, right? That's cool. The issue I have with it is that I feel like we should have had more random sorcerer interference in other colonies to make that the norm. Because think about it, right? These massive fucking portions of Japan are sectioned off where sorcerers could be fighting and having a free-for-all, right? But like, nobody unexpected or unknown interrupts the fights aside from Mio and Daido. Let me make sure I'm not being a dumbass, right? Hold on, chat. Let me make sure. Tokyo Colony 1, like Yuji gets attacked, right? That's cool, for sure. Shows that motherfuckers are on the prowl, right? But when Yuji goes to fight Higuruma, no one interrupts. I get that. Narratively wouldn't make as much sense, for sure. Put that to the side. Megumi versus Reggie, right? Reggie has his established group that jump him, but those are all part of the same crew. They're not outsiders to the battle. Then Megumi handles Reggie, then dips, passes out. Cool, fine, whatever, right? Let's go to Sendai. Sendai is probably the closest to giving us a precedent for that. Like, with Kurushi coming back. Granted, Kurushi was technically a third party because he died and then Parthogenesis or whatever, and he came back. Bet, I'll give you that. In, what is it, Tokyo Colony 2? Hakari, Charles, nobody interrupts their fight. Hakari interrupts Pandas, but Hakari's a character we knew about, right? He's not an outside, he's an outside third party, but he's not an unknown quantity in that sense. And I just think if that happened 1-2 more times, like in lower stakes battles, right, where you have a character we don't know anything about, they interrupt and they just fuck shit up, it would make those two appearing seem more normal. That's how I feel. Now, granted, that is basically me saying, well, actually, Giga should have written it like this, right? But I'm gonna just have to hold that and say, yeah, I actually think that. That's my stance on that. But I do think that the act of Maki getting a power-up within just a mental awakening is perfectly fine. Like, the act of her getting stronger through realizing that about herself makes perfect sense. It's the underlying conditions or build-up or lack thereof that personally bother me. That's how I see it. Jesus Christ, dude. I'd be talking for a long-ass time without, like, taking a breath or drinking water. Jesus. But let's see. Cinder's Gate, thank you for the 5. Sorry to derail off manga. How you feel about the blue... the Blu-ray changes on Sukuna versus Mahoraga. Okay, I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to spin back really quickly. I'm going to read the other super chats because I'm assuming they're going to be talking about the manga. I'm going to spin back and we're going to talk about that. I fucking swear. All right. Sleepy Danger, thank you for the 14. If Kusakabe tries, do we get Gojo? If Kusakabe tries, do we get Gojo back in Shibuya? Potentially. Genuinely potentially. Very possible. Very possible. Okay, let me see real quick. I'm gonna go back to that Blu-ray one. Twin, thank you for the 5. What's your thoughts on people calling Gege a bad writer? Pretty ridiculous. Gege, my stance, right? I don't have a fucking degree in literature, right? My stance is Gege is overall a good writer. He does some things that stylistically I don't agree with. And then he also does some things where I'm kind of like, that was a little. Like, to me, Gege is a good writer that just isn't perfect. And he's also probably a lot of people's first experience with watching a good writer make things in real time, right? Because unless you're a little bit older than me, or like unless you've just been on this manga shit for real, this is probably your first time you're following a manga chapter to chapter for 100 plus chapters until its end, right? I didn't read Bleach like this, or Naruto like this, or Haikyuu like this, or whatever series, right? This is really, for the most part, one of my first times reading a manga chapter to chapter. Alongside other things like Kagurabachi, Sakamoto Days, blah, 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 right? But JJK is one of the only manga, or one of the first manga I've read on a consistent weekly basis that I haven't been able to binge from start to finish. So whether or not he's a good writer is not for a lot of people to decide. One, because some people might not know a good writer if it fucking smacked them upside the head, right? But two, because you haven't seen the conclusion of everything, right? You could say he's making some bad writing decisions, right? But in the same way, if I don't know, if I do a bad thing, I'm not a bad person. Gege making a bad writing decision or a questionable writing decision does not make him a bad writer. That's how I view it, at least. Let's see. Kid Soul is the verse. Thank you for the 5. Bro, deadass though, where's Miyu and Daido? Daido is boxing a special grade curse spirit and can't even see it. Give that man a curse tool. Yeah, Daido was cool, bro. Sheer lethality is still one of the craziest things. Shout out lethality for real. But yeah. Let's see. Okay, now, one more super chat. And then we'll go back to the Blu-ray thing real quick. So, Kilion, thank you for the 10. On Sukuna hitting Yuta, he blitzed Rika's hands and Yuji with many dismantles to free himself while chanting, then hit Yuta with World Slash, but at reduced output without seconds out of hands assigned with. Like I said, I could buy that. I could potentially buy that for sure. I could buy that. Yeah, that explanation does work. Do I like it or the way it was depicted? Meh. But I could buy that as an explanation for sure. All right, now back to Sinner's Gate real quick, because I actually really like your question here. Sorry to derail the manga. How you feel about Blu-ray changes on Sukuna versus Mahoraga? Chat. First of all, episode 17 of season 2 was one of the best things I've ever seen in my life, right? The Blu-ray editions were one of the better things, the bestest things I've seen in my life. That was crazy. I actually don't know if they could show that here, but I saw when they leaked on Twitter, bro. God, tears in my eyes. They made listen. I say this with all due respect to Gege because I like the way Sukuna is playful in the manga, but the way they play up that attitude, that sass, that pizzazz in the fucking anime is nuts. That shit is, oh my god, bro. Nah, I never seen stuff like this, bro. Sukuna just hold on. Let me see if I can find it, bro. Let me see if I can find some of this shit, man. I can't show like whole ass clips. What to do, chat? Am I right? But listen, it was amazing. It was fantastic. It is infinitely better than the manga version of a fight that I think was already good. But fuck, dude, it makes me so mad that Mappa hoed all of these great animators for no reason. Because we would have been locked in regardless of how long it took, and we would have just been locked into some shit even better. It's actually fucking insane that they did that. But complaints about Mappa being a fuck ass studio aside, right? The animators on this shit, oh my god, dude. Oh my god, they put head, shoulders, knees, and toes in this fucking episode, bro. Everything. They put everything in this episode, man. It was nuts. It was ridiculous. Shit sent me deeper into my art journey, bro. I was like, nah, I'm a failure as an artist right now. That's crazy. I can't let that slide. It was too good, bro. It was too. I literally didn't know what to do with myself. It was fucking spectacular. It was fucking amazing. 24 out of 10, 25 out of 10, 26 out of 10, whatever out of 10. It was Sukuna versus Mahoraga out of 10. Episode 16 was fucking bonkers, and then they just followed it up with episode 17, especially when you consider the Blu-ray edition, and made it even crazier. Mahoraga shadow boxing dismantles was one of the hardest things I've ever seen in my fucking life, man. Sukuna out here just doing shit. You know what, bro? Hold on. Can I find the... Hold on. Let me do something really quickly. Wait, what can I might need to pull up Discord, but I don't want you guys to see my Discord. What to do? I actually don't know how to. Whatever. Who gives a fuck? Sukuna was doing shit. Sukuna was on some other stuff, bro. Let me see if I can. I'll put, like, it's gonna be lower quality than the. Hold on. I won't play the actual music. That is definitely a quick way to get copyrighted. Let me just go to the one scene that was really cool. Well, the whole thing is really cool. Let me see. Where is it? Wait, maybe I should do this off stream so I don't. Okay, quick. Give me 2 seconds, chat. I'm unprofessional. Excuse me, please. Okay, this sequence right here was fucking nutty, and it's so stupid. Sukuna's such a fucking. He's such a joke, man. Bro, you faking motherfuckers out with this mantle now? And this... the way he does that shit is so funny to me, bro. Sukuna legitimately became a more compelling, better, more charismatic antagonist in the anime off that alone. That elegant-ass slash, bro. That elegant-ass attack. Yeah, nah, he was goated for that. Yeah, a pump fake dismantle. Y'all aren't listening. I'm sorry for screaming. Y'all aren't listening. A pump fake. Listen, I said this on Twitter too. Manga Sukuna ain't ever heard of shit like that, bro. Never. He never. Listen, I tweeted it out, bro. Manga Sukuna ain't ever even thought of shit like that, bro. It didn't even occur to him. Oh, this motherfucker pump faked Mahoraga with the technique. Are you laced? Nah, bro. Nah, that was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. That was genuinely one of the greatest things I will ever witness. I'm going to say this real quick, and I won't go too deep into it. In terms of just, like, refinement with the technique, in terms of acrobatics, in terms of elegance, in terms of maneuverability, and the scale of the fight, anime Sukuna, 15 fingers in Shibuya, might kick the dog piss out of this guy right here, bro. Sukuna in the manga ain't ever conceived of pump faking dismantles. Never in his life. He couldn't even comprehend the thought, bro. It couldn't happen. But anime Sukuna out here pump faking like 30 times in a row, bro. That shit was insane. I was flinching, bro. I was flinching at the wrong times. How you do that? How you do that? No, that's different. That's different shit. And in fact, after this stream, I'm going to watch that again. Thanks, chat. I appreciate you. Drew Park, thank you for the 5. What questions could hurt the JJK ending, or what questions could hurt the ending of JJK if not answered? That is interesting. What questions could genuinely hurt JJK's ending? I'm trying to think. I don't know if they're necessarily questions. In terms of things that I would like to really see resolved, Megumi's character arc for sure. Oh, Megumi fan wants Megumi to show up in the manga. I know, crazy. But I don't know. I mean, I'm really not sure if there are that many questions that could hurt. It's not like AOT, right? It's not a mystery story. I don't know if there are that many questions that could hurt the series if not answered. But there are I think there are resolutions. Like Yuji doesn't get a get back on Sukuna. There's no resolve or resolution rather to that whole conflict. We don't see. Oh, I will say one thing. I would really love to see what Gojo had to say about Toji to Megumi conveyed through Shoko. Because that wouldn't necessarily ruin the series, but it would just be one of those loose threads where it's like, why the fuck did you bring that up in the first place, Gege? What the merger is, that's probably a big one for a lot of people. I personally, between you and me, I don't really care if we see the merger all that much, right? I want to see it. I hope Gege cooks with it. But like, if the merger didn't show up, if it was like this, right? There are 3 doors. There's a door in which the merger doesn't happen. Let's say there are 2 doors, right? There's a door in which the merger happens. Miwa and Megumi don't cook the way I want them to. And there's a door where the merger doesn't happen and Miwa and Megumi cook the way I want them to. I'm opening the second door, right? In terms of my priorities, the merger isn't high up on them. I'd love to see it. I'd love for it to be great and interesting and really change the status quo of the series, but it's not what I'm putting a lot of my stocks into personally. No hate to the people that are. I'm sure it'll be great. That's not where Broken Ronin Incorporated is really moving its money, you know? If that makes sense. Let's see. Okay, Mozana, I think with a 5. I never thought a pump fake dismantle could be so hard. Yeah, dude, that was some crazy shit, bro. That was some crazy shit. That was some crazy shit, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, that was nuts. M3D think with a 5. Not gonna lie, I don't know if I'll ever think Sukuna world cleaving Yuta wasn't an asshole. Doesn't Jacob's ladder extinguish curse techniques? Like, bro, how is he firing them off? I mean, it extinguishes curse techniques, but obviously not permanently. The part where like it would be weird is where here, because it extinguishes curse techniques or it like weakens. Hold on, let me get to the actual explanation real quick, or the one where they're talking about it in the moment, just so I can read it off, compare it to what we know, etc., etc. Okay, cool. Let's see. All right, so that approach would work well with our curse technique. The Angel's curse technique is destruction of a target's curse technique. In a fully fleshed curse, the curse technique or cursed object are in direct connection with... Wait, did I read that wrong? In a fully fleshed curse, the curse technique or cursed object are in direct connection with the personality, meaning it's possible to remove Sukuna. But the curse technique is enmeshed with the brain, so the target's chances of survival aren't good. If you could pull the 2 souls apart to weaken the harmonization between cursed object and flesh, the chances of survival would drastically improve. Okay, cool. So it distinguishes the curse technique, which means that it's able to basically like make Sukuna go fuck off, right? Cool. The problem with saying that it should have like instantly negged, dismantle, and cleave, in my opinion, is that like it's never been shown to be that potent on Sukuna specifically, right? When Megumi pulls up, or not Megumi, or when Angel pulls up, right, Sukuna in Megumi's body or whatever, we get Angel using Jacob's ladder after she was like knocked out or whatever, right? Boom, hits him, does not separate the 2, nor does it extinguish the cursed object in the way that she intends, right? What happens is like that she stops, and Sukuna is able to, basically, once the technique stops, he seems to regain control of himself, and then he continues, because after that, right, Sukuna throws, Sukuna like then launches like attacks like after getting hit by it, right? So it's possible. The thing is, we just don't know how long the technique should have been extinguished in the first place. There are a lot of reasons to dislike it. I understand. Maybe I want to make a video about like the inconsistencies of Jujutsu Kaisen. Not even like on some hater shit, but like just addressing potential inconsistencies that may exist or may not exist, and just giving potential explanations versus criticisms. That actually might be like a kind of a banger idea. Hold on, let me tuck that away in my mind palace. But yeah, that's how I view it. Let's see. Am I missing any super chats? Oh, donated orb. Thank you for the 2. Shibuya Sukuna versus Shibuya Gojo. Listen, I will say 15-figure Sukuna likely loses to Gojo. Well, okay. Okay, I'll put it like this, right? I'll put it like this. Gojo would have an even greater physical advantage than he already did through the use of like blue and whatnot. And Gojo, that would probably be the biggest thing. Sukuna to be less durable, Sukuna to be slower, Sukuna to be weaker, right? The question is whether or not you think Gojo being unable to change the conditions of his domain would be enough for Sukuna to just kill him off of that alone, right? If Sukuna could basically, they just domain spammed, obviously Gojo would still probably be able to like destroy his brain. But the thing about shrinking and like expanding the barrier is something he learned in the, like by being sealed, right? Which is something he wouldn't have, obviously, if he fought Sukuna before that. So it's gonna depend, right? If the battle does not end with the domain clashes, then he loses, right? Sukuna loses like not low diff, but he gets like pretty flat out. Like it's a confident victory in Gojo's favor, right? But if you think that their refinement should still be equal, and they just domain clash, domain clash, domain clash, domain clash, then yeah, Gojo will lose because Gojo won't have any way to stop having his barrier broken, right? Because even if he hardens it from the outside, Sukuna can put the binding vow to where his sure hit isn't attacking on the inside of their domain, but exclusively on the outside to like circumvent it, blah, blah, blah. So it just depends. I will give you guys a bit of a spoiler. I am working on a video that will address stuff like this though. I am working on a video very comprehensive that will address conversations like this. So, you know, sit tight and you're going to have like a really in-depth video on this kind of topic for sure. Let's see. Kenny Orizu, thank you for the 5. Could barely follow the fight. It was bad. Plus, it contradicts the fuck out of the manga. Kaiju size Mahoraga and Mahoraga coming back from being reduced to miss. What the fuck? Skill issue, bruh. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Awaken your Sharingan if you couldn't view it. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. And I'm also like, sure, man. Mahoraga was like more powerful and more like whatever, cool. The anime has exaggerated it in the way like anime tends to exaggerate shit, bro. Like, guess what? Motion didn't exist in the manga either, bro. You know, there wasn't actually characters moving on the screen. I get it. If you don't like the style, that's fine. To call it outright bad, stinky take. That I don't really have interested in like having a prolonged debate about. If you didn't like it, condolences. I'm sorry that you weren't able to like get the enjoyment that a lot of other people did out of it. Like on this part, I'm being genuine, right? I do wish that you were able to see in it what so many other people did and like it that much, because I genuinely sympathize with not being able to look at this episode and view and like get the same amount of excitement out of it that like I or many other people were able to. It's something I would not wish on you if you were a JJK fan. But despite that, you know, differences of opinion as stark as that, I can't help you much more than my condolences, bro. Let's see. Carl Henry, thank you for the 7. Mahoraga, all 10 Shadow Shikigami absorbed versus versus Gojo or Sukuna. How will this hypothetical Mahoraga fusion do against either or? It depends on if they know their abilities. If Sukuna and Gojo don't know what Mahoraga can do and have to figure it out, they're probably not getting fucked, but like they're probably getting like they're dealing with it a lot longer than they would like to, right? If Sukuna and Gojo both go into it knowing what they have, like, and they're like, oh shit, this Shikigami's like actually kind of strong, then they're just like, Gojo's just using like purple, Sukuna's just using Fuga, and they're just ending it, or a domain or whatever, right? Mahoraga's thing is, it's usually durable enough to not get one shot, right? And even if like you could one shot it, most of the time a character isn't going to go out with their full strength ability, so like they won't one shot it in character, and then Mahoraga can like slowly adapt, right? In the case of like Gojo wasn't worried about Mahoraga generally even showing up. He's like, oh shit, I'll just one shot it with red. The problem is that Sukuna had already started the adaptation process, and that fucked him up. That's how I see it, at least. Let's see. Sinner's Gate, thank you for the 20. Another derail, not sorry. For the next Building the Strongest Sorcerer stream, would you look at fan-made characters? What exactly do you mean? What exactly does like looking at fan-made characters entail? Like, let's see. Would you look at fan-made characters? Like, yeah, what exactly does that entail? Because I wouldn't be down. I mean, wait, let me rephrase that. I wouldn't be against it, but I'm not necessarily sure what you mean. Like potentially like creating them full stop, or like characters that don't exist in the series versus what we thinking? Yeah. Let's see. Divine Deviant, thank you for the 2. About time people take 15 Fingers Sukuna versus Gojo seriously. Listen, I think I'll put it like this. People kind of like clowned Gojo for not just outright killing Sukuna right then and there. Like when Gojo first gets unsealed and he pulls up, right? Let me see if I can find it. Like right, the fuck is it? Oops. Like in this chapter 221. Oh, let me exit out some of these. I don't need all these. 221, right? where like he pulls up, gets unsealed or whatever, people are like, yeah, bro did all this like planning for a month shit and like and should have just killed him right there. Call me crazy. I'm willing. I hear him crazy all the time, right? So I'm willing to hold those allegations. I don't know if I think Gojo was sure, like absolutely certain that he wouldn't die. And if he wasn't absolutely certain that he wouldn't die, I'll put it like this, right? If Gojo's gamble paid off here, the series is good, we won, we're safe, right? The problem is, if his gamble fails, they're all fucked. Like, they're beyond fucked. It's over. It's done. Kaput, right? Because what this would mean is that 15 Finger Sukuna is pulling up with Kenny. He could just heal, right? Whatever. Chill out for a little bit. Heal his wounds. The students wouldn't have that month to prepare and train. And then Kenjaku and Sukuna would pull up on all of them and completely fuck them over. So like I think it was just conservative. I think it was just conservative. I think he had to, and let's see, I think someone, yeah, Kisuke said it. They could, like, that could have been 20 Finger Sukuna for all, like, maybe not 20 fingers, right? Because Gojo maybe knew that he had one stashed away, but that could have been 19 fingers worth of Sukuna's power, right? That could have basically been as full power gets. So I'm not gonna fault Gojo for not only trying to plan to get Megumi back, but for also like just being aware that, hey, dude, because like Gojo's very confident, right? But like he's also seems to be pretty aware that he could lose his life fighting against Sukuna. And if that's in the back of his mind, he's like, hey, listen, for as much as I'd love to just fight you right here, right now, I don't want to potentially lose and leave my students with nothing. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. But yeah. Yeah, let's see. Do y'all still think Megumi will have a comeback? 100%. I wholeheartedly believe that without a shadow of doubt. Shadow of doubt. Funny 10 shadows pun. Funny 10 shadows pun. Do you think Gojo being hit by the world slash / not being able to dodge, maybe even after seeing it coming with the 6 eyes, was purely because of exhaustion? All right. Here's another thing. You know what? We're really just tackling a lot of JJK discourse today. Okay. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it, right? The 6 eyes. Should it have been able to see Gojo? What the fuck am I talking about? Should the 6 eye have been able to perceive Sukuna's world dismantle, right? you have two positions, right? You got two potential arguments, right? Pretty simple. Yes, he should have. No, he shouldn't have, right? I will not just strawman, and I will bring up the best possible arguments I've seen for not for Sukuna, but for Gojo to be able to perceive Sukuna's slashes, right? The first and primary thing is that we've seen it detect techniques before, or at least vaguely do something of that nature, right? It comes from Hidden Inventory, chapter 69 versus Paper Bagman, where, let me pull it up real quick, where he basically is able to deduce the general parameters of his technique, and when he's asked, right, because he's not just perceiving that they have clones, right? That's basic. Me and you could do that, right? We have fucking eyes. But but when he realizes that they max out at 5, he can change his real body at any time. That's what's particularly notable. And when asked how he knows that, he attributes it not necessarily to like his deductive reasoning abilities, but to the 6 eyes, right? Let's see. I missed a super chat? My fault, guys. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you're right. My fault. My apologies. Actually, this fits perfect what we're talking about, okay? So Davey Cabrera, thank you for the 10. Gojo not noticing a change in Sukuna's world slash. Kusakabe could sense the change, but Gojo couldn't. Sukuna needs hand signs and chants, but Gojo doesn't notice. Sukuna has one arm, but still. So there's a lot of things there. Here's the first thing, right? I'm just going to give you an interpretation. For the Kusakabe aspect of noticing, this is an interpretation. You either buy it or you don't buy it, right? I can't convince you. The way I see it is that Sukuna told him what he was going to hit him with next, right? He told Kusakabe that. Kusakabe didn't deduce that, right? Kusakabe blocks it. Sukuna's like, guess what's next, right? Knowing that Kusakabe knows about the world dismantle, right? It's kind of like, it's basic logic in my opinion, right? Kusakabe is quick enough to block or deflect the slashes, right? Sukuna taunts him saying, okay, you pass level 1, guess what I'm gonna throw at you now? A slash you can't deflect, a slash you have to strictly avoid or not let me get off, right? So I don't see it as Kusakabe noticing the change in Sukuna's cursed energy. I see it as Kusakabe literally knowing that he's being goaded, right? So that's the first thing. I don't think anybody can, just based on the flash of cursed energy, notice. Like, even Maki had to hear the words or like kind of see it get thrown out, and she has like probably some of the best senses in the story, right? So that's where I stand. But back to the whole, like, whether or not he could tell, whether or not he could see that the world dismantled, right? Cool. The biggest thing is that the six eyes are very strong. We have a lot of like, excuse me, we have a lot of information in the JJK fan books about like the six eyes basically being like a infrared camera for cursed energy, right? He can see the flow of cursed energy. He can determine things based on the cursed energy, etc., etc., etc. In my opinion, this is the argument you want to go with if you're going to argue that this guy and his eyes should have been able to see the slashes. Here is my counter and what I personally believe. Once again, take it with a grain of salt if you want, but there are examples. It's not just conjecture and speculation. The first point, the premise, actually is very important. The premise is this: the six eyes are not infallible, even when Gojo should not be exhausted, right? Here's the first point. Right here, Gojo gets stun locked by Kenjaku, right? And what happens is, he starts running through simulations because he knows he killed Geto, right? And he's like, okay, is he fake? Is this some kind of transformation technique? Blah, blah, blah. Like, these are possibilities, right? All possibilities rejected by his six eyes, blah, 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 right? Cool, fine, whatever, right? Now, that could be just, oh, he's just stun locked, right? But here's the thing. Your body, even your cursed energy, my six eyes tell me you're Suguru Geto, right? Here's the thing, chat. He is not Geto, right? We know this is Kenjaku using his technique, his curse technique, to pilot the body of Geto. And yet still, Gojo cannot make that determination. He knows it's not Geto because of his soul. He knows it because of his heart, right? Because of a connection to him. He knows it because he killed him, right? But from a sorcery perspective, from the perspective of his six eyes, it is inconceivable that this is not Geto, right? So that's the first thing. With his six eyes, he could not determine for certain that this was not a curse technique at play, or that this was a curse technique at play, right? So that's the first thing. Not all curse techniques can be detected by the six eyes with 100% certainty. That's the premise, right? Okay, cool. But what about Sukuna slashes? Sukuna slashes are generally invisible. We know this. It's been something that we've seen pretty established, right? But not just from our perspective, right? From the perspective of the characters and from the perspective of Sukuna. Sukuna seems to heavily rely on the fact that they're invisible, right? That seems to, being able to perceive them seems to be a special trait, right? You can see it. You can see my curse technique. Cool, right? Sukuna mentions that is special. Being able to see his technique is special, and Mahoraga does it through adaptation. It's not something, it's innate ability, right? Okay, cool. Then we see, okay, maybe he's only mentioning that with Mahoraga because it's the first time anyone's ever seen his technique. Okay, that would be interesting, or that would be the case if he didn't explicitly mention against Maki. Okay, she reads my techniques better than other sorcerers, much like when I battled Mahoraga in Shibuya. Not when I battled Gojo and Mahoraga, not when I battled Mahoraga in Shibuya, and when I battled Gojo in Shinjuku. Exclusively when I battled Mahoraga, right? Okay, but you're thinking, okay, that's vague, but all that means is that Mahoraga was the more poignant example of Sukuna's mind. Sure, fine, whatever, right? Let's then look at when they actually get to fighting, right? Let's then look at that. They actually go, Sukuna throws out a dismantle, right? This is debatable, right? This is interpretation based, and I'm not even gonna fucking gaslight you and pretend that it's not, right? You could argue that Gojo is seeing what Sukuna is doing here. The problem I have with it is that Sukuna literally shouts out and points as he says dismantle, right? He's obviously using his curse technique. Gojo obviously notices that a technique is being activated, but when it cuts the building behind him, the way I read this is that Gojo is confused, right? That he did not see the technique be launched, right? Which means that, well, maybe that the activation of the ability requires or something that Gojo can perceive. That spark of cursed energy is something that he can perceive. The actual attack, the flying slash, has always been imperceivable, right? All right, cool, sure, but what if Sukuna was chanting right in front of him? Why didn't Gojo dodge? Well, let's look at it like this, right? Let's see here. There are multiple examples of Gojo not dodging something that would come into direct contact with him and even potentially harm him. He doesn't really know, right? Like, I'll use an example, right? Of just like an in-character thing. When he perceives himself as like high off a Black Flash in the Shinjuku fight, right? He's already demonstrated that like, oh, he can't get past the technique. Only Mahoraga can send the flying slashes. There's no reason to believe that Sukuna can, right? Oh, well, this is an unknown technique to Gojo, right? Right here. He doesn't, what happens if it stings me? Bro doesn't know what that shit does. Hear sound? Oh, it blew up. Cool. Not a problem because he has infinity. Because infinity makes him, it makes him, how do they say it in Viz? Inviolable, right? It makes him inviolable. He cannot be hurt. He cannot be harmed in any meaningful capacity. Cool, fine. The way I look at it personally is that it was just a desperation move from Sukuna that Gojo did not properly assess until it was too late. You could even say, this is pushing it a little bit, right? But if you wanted to say that 235 was actually, what's the word I'm looking for? The prelude to Gojo making the same mistake that Sukuna did, you could look at it here, right? This motherfucker is chanting and setting up his finger right in front of Sukuna, right? We know that Sukuna can perceive the spark. We know that he does, right? And he's like, fuck it, dude. It's just red. Who gives a fuck about red? And then it is only after it's too late, after the technique is launched, that Sukuna, a motherfucker that I think we can say is easily, in terms of sorcery knowledge, blah, 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 comparable to Gojo, he reacts to the attack after it is too late because he obviously does not stop it in time, right? This one is not a logistical, but more of a narrative supporting thing. Why is it so crazy to think that Gojo was doing the same thing, right? That Sukuna he pointed his finger out, he's chanting, twin meteors, whatever I don't know the chant off the top of my head, blah, 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 dismantle. And then Gojo realizes, oh, fuck, this is bad. But guess what? The attack killed him, right? He didn't have time to respond or fix things after that. He was cooked. That's how I see it. That's my perspective. People give a lot of credit to the Six Eyes, but I think is fine. But I do think it's overblown personally. The Six Eyes are not. They're not like why did I stutter on that? They don't give him omniscience, right? They just don't, right? He didn't peep that Mahoraga could slash past infinity either, but people don't have an issue with that because it makes sense that he couldn't, right? I mean, there are multiple examples of Gojo's Six Eyes not being able to immediately perceive what's going on. Here, he gets caught off guard by Hanami's thing because it lowers your guard, right? It's like, okay, cool, bet. Let's see. Here, he's like, yeah. I mean, I in my opinion, there's just multiple instances of this being consistent enough. Call me crazy, though. I don't know. I understand the not even confusion, but the upsetness behind it, especially because of like how prominent Gojo's supposed to be for it to get off screen. And if we were to have a discussion about whether or not that it totally makes sense, like if there's anything wrong with it, we could have that discussion, and I might agree with you. But in terms of the Six Eyes perceiving it, I don't think that's an issue. I don't think that's a problem. Jesus, another yap session down. Let's see. Jason Newell, thank you for the 2. Why didn't Gojo just throw the fingers into space? It'd probably be safer with Yuji, if I had to guess. That's how I see it. Let's see. Let me scroll up because I was I was fucking talking. Let me go through these super chats, guys. My fault. Vic Von Dune, thank me the 5. Is it that he just didn't see it coming, or that he just couldn't tell it was of a different nature? I don't think he could see the dismantles at all, but even if he could see it, there probably is no visual indicator that it is a world dismantle, or that it will bypass the Limitless, outside of the chanting, which they only learned because it killed Gojo, right? And because Sukuna gave like exposition on it. And then they also learned because it got past him. Sukuna, I mean, Gojo wouldn't have that knowledge. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Sinner's Gate, thank you for the 5. OC non-existent characters made by JJK nerds like us. Hey, bro, I'd be down. I would be down to do that for the wheel. If you just remind me that I said this, like, shit, I'm down for sure. For sure. Let's see here. Kilonzo, thank you for the 5. Has anyone considered that Gojo just got cocky after a hollow purple and black flash and thought the slash wouldn't hurt him? I mean, it's not even necessarily cocky. Like, by all accounts, it makes sense that he would think that, right? In my opinion, at least. So I just see that, yeah. Let's see. Phaser YouTube, thank you for the 10. I find it confusing the way Gege manages uses curse technique. Why not fully explain the conditions? If Rika can store unlimited techniques, then why does he have so few? Should have had Rika eat Naoya? I mean, we don't know the limits of Yuta's curse techniques because like we don't know how many curse techniques he has in general, right? Like, I would understand if we were saying like Yuta had exhausted all of his abilities, but once he got to Jacob's ladder, he enacted the plan as he saw fit. It wasn't like, oh, I'm out of abilities. It was more so like, I found the ability that I want for this strategy. So Yuta might have more techniques. I would, in fact, venture that if he's going to come back, he will have more techniques. That's how I see it, at least. Yeah. But I can understand the desire for the explanation of conditions. I would like that, too. For sure. Let's see here. Is there any super chats I missed? I just want to make sure before okay. I think this is the most recent one. Mozan, I think the 5. I'm gonna stand by it the way it would have been way harder if 235 ended with us hearing Twin Meteors, Scale of Dragon, Recoil. Oh, you're a nasty motherfucker, bro, because that would have been hard as shit. You were evil. Because listen, I think I've seen a fan edit. Hold on. Chapter. First of all, I want to see if I can find their account. 235, Gojo cut in half. I don't even know what I would have to look up for that. But like, there's one where here. Let me see if I can. There's a blackout panel, but there's one where it's just like you just have a line going through Gojo. Like you have a line going through Gojo's body or something like that. Like almost like it would be just normal paneling as the foreshadowing for it and whatnot, right? But let's see. I'm trying to see foreshadowing. I'm trying to see what it would look like. But yeah, dude, having him say that shit would be nasty work. That would be so fucking. That would be crazy. I'm gonna be real. That would be insane. Yeah, Twin Meteor, Scale of Dragons, Recoil. Nah, that would be hard. Let's see. Let's see here. Okay. Tyler White, thank you for the 5. Whose performance against Sukuna was better in your opinion, Yuta or Maki? I mean, they accomplished different things against different Sukunas, right? Yuta was fighting alongside Yuji, against a stronger Sukuna, obviously because like he wasn't having to continuously heal his heart, soul damage or whatever. Maki fought a weaker Sukuna, but 1v1, right? It's kind of unquantifiable. At least in my opinion, I think they're pretty much relative feats. Like, it just depends on which you think is harder, right? Would you rather fight the stronger Sukuna alongside Yuji, or would you rather fight heartless Sukuna by yourself? You know what I mean? One makes you weaker by a considerable margin, but you're also assisted by an extra ally that you wouldn't normally have. If I had to pick, I would say maybe Yuta's is more impressive, solely because we know he has, we know he didn't use the full extent of his powers. But based on exclusively what they did and not what they didn't show, I would say they're pretty much relative. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I still wish Kashima did more. You and me both, brother. Like, narratively, I think he was fine. I just think, I think at this point, though, that's the anime's problem, bro. I think that's just the anime's problem. Like, Mahoraga, give Kashima the Mahoraga treatment. I made that tweet. I've been showing my tweets a lot because I think they've been pretty poignant, or at least pretty on topic. But, bro, listen, man. I agree. I agree. This right here. When did this shit get 8K? Whatever. But yeah, bro. Listen, I was screaming towards the heavens, bro. Give me something, bro. Give me something. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I find the way Gege illustrates the World Slash a little strange. It looks oddly tangible, whereas the standard dismantles look more like what I think of when I hear World Slash. Tangible, huh? I kind of get what you mean, because he shows like the destruction that it's causing a little bit more than the other dismantles. I guess I get that. I guess I get that. Let's see. Listen, bro. Why did the curse figure on Megumi didn't get destroyed when hit with the max output Jacob's ladder? For the same reason it didn't get fully destroyed when oops, I'm on my Twitter. That's my bad. For the same reason it didn't get destroyed when Angel did it. It just wasn't powerful enough considering the bond or whatnot. I mean, it just wasn't enough. Like, that's Angel needed to follow up with multiple attacks against a probably weaker Sukuna in terms of like the actual connection and bond. Yuta probably hit him with more cursed energy and more potent technique, but it was against a stronger Sukuna, so it didn't work. Gojo one panel edit on Google. Bet you kind of, first of all, thank you for the 2 Crimson, and thank you for the Googles, brother. Thank you for the Googles. Let's see, one panel edit. Yeah, you kind of goated. Yeah, this is, hold on, let me see. Do they have the artist for this? I'd really love to get to see if I can get them. This is kind of sick. But in case y'all were wondering what I was talking about, something like this, it doesn't have to be this obvious, right? But if like Gege like split the panel in half between like Gojo 1 and then there was like one other bit of dialogue, like kind of sneaky with it, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, he splits people in panels all the time. Like, it happens all the time, right? But I think it could have been, like, for example, Gojo was across multiple panels here. That's not a big deal, right? And I think there would have been a way to pull it off a little bit, real sly like, but I just don't, you know, hindsight's 2020, I guess. It's not like the worst thing in the world. So I see it. M3D Tape of the 5. I'd be getting goosebumps thinking about them playing Thunderclap, the Sukuna versus Jogo SC during Yuji versus Meguna. That would be crazy. I think they could also elevate that fight a lot in terms of like the skeptical is crazy, the spectacle of it all. I think that would be very, very cool. Very, very cool. All right, chat. I need to use the bathroom, so I'm gonna give you guys an ad. I'll be right back. All right, Chad, I'm back and I brought Jello. It's kind of hungry, but I can't really be up here smacking eating real food. It's not even that late, so let's see. Wait, can we slander making me while he's gone? Hey, bro, I'm gonna have to kill you, I fear. You might gotta die, brother. You might gotta die. Let's see. We need a mashup of Thunderclap and an unfair reality granted to all equally, the darker version of Megumi's theme. That would unfortunately be hard, I fear. Yes, Yellow. Mikey. Why is this the first shot I peeped from you, bruh? Smack in the mic. Y'all are something else. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Y'all are something else. Y'all are making me self-conscious. I'm not gonna lie. Jello do be hitting like shit though. Let's see. Do you think this form of Sukuna would beat Gojo? He's honestly a better villain if it wouldn't, in my opinion. Okay, this Sukuna, the one okay. People say current. I'm kind of confused by what they mean. Do you mean like current as in this form, or like current as in the chapter where Kusakabe is fighting Sukuna? That Sukuna, put him in a Gojo fight. If it's the chapter, like chapter 254, Sukuna fights Gojo, he's getting fucking obliterated. Bro is getting put in a blender like something fierce, right? If it's this version of Sukuna, right, as in like he's full power and all that, then he's probably doing the same to Gojo. Like he's putting Gojo in a blender for sure. He's putting Gojo in an absolute fucking blender for sure. Hello, yeah, I hadn't had Jello in a minute either. I was actually going grocery shopping the other day, and then I realized, bro, I was looking for like low calorie snack options because I'm on my dieting shit, right? And I saw this, bro, 5 calories a cup of fucking Jello. Oh yeah, I was tapped in, bro. I can eat a dozen cups of this and only be 60 calories in the fucking hole. Nah, y'all aren't locked in, bro. Y'all aren't locked in. Well, y'all aren't locked in, bro. That, and it tastes fucking good too. Granted, I haven't had like real Jello in a minute, so like I don't know how it would compare. But damn, this hits. I'm not gonna lie. It hit something crazy. Tyler White, thank you for the 5. One more thing while I financially glaze you. Jesus Christ. Did you say the updated character description of Maki on Twitter still placing her as an equal to Toji? Listen, I apologize, Liv, for my celebration. Fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That means all of these feats given to Maki also scale to Toji. But if I'm gonna be honest, all that means is I think that her awakening moment is gonna place her above Toji. Like if she's gonna come back, she's gonna get like Maki Zenin had finally passed. The ghost that was Toji Fushiguro or some bullshit. That's how I see it. Personally. Maybe I'm predictable, but that's also how I would write it. Like, if she's still equal, and she hasn't gotten all that much stronger, I would just be like, oh yeah, the ghost of the Zenin clan had finally been washed away. Well, actually, I'd probably save that moment for Megumi, but like, the ghost of the Zenin clan had finally been surpassed. By the new and improved heavenly restriction user, Maki Zenin, or whatever the fuck. But yeah, let's see. Ronan, as the total of the community, in all your optimism, how cooked is the series with Gege's recent story beats? Is it time to make a fanfic ending because the actual ending won't be satisfying? No. Nah, it's nowhere near that cooked. I would just say, do what I do. You don't even gotta be optimistic necessarily. Just vibe, bro. Like, okay, here's the thing, right? If you can't find, like, if you don't see these writing decisions as, like, amazing, right? Cool, fine, whatever. I don't find all of them amazing either. You know what I mean? But find the fun in what you are seeing. For the time being, at least if you want to. If you don't want to, if you want to hate, do your thing, bro. Who am I to I hate on a bunch of shit, right? Who am I to tell you you're not allowed to fucking hate? I really don't care that much. I care about you guys enjoying it if you want to, but if you don't want to, what are we doing here? I think you can find the fun in shit, right? Like, I am going, as a power scaler, someone who likes to do that, I'm going to find the fun in making agendas and shit, right? It is what it is. If Sukuna, like, if this version of Sukuna cooks Miguel, say next chapter, right? It's gonna be like, oh, it's the same pattern over and over. But guess what I'll do, right? I'll say, guess what? That means Volume 0 Gojo is getting beaten by a one-armed, heartless, soul-damaged, near-death, true-form Sukuna. And I'll just find the fun. Like, don't get me wrong, you don't have to do that. As I've probably said 45,000 fucking times already. Jesus, find another talking point. But I think there's a point where you gotta like you gotta take a stand or you gotta let them cook, right? And if you're gonna take a stand, you might as well just like chill on the manga for like a couple of weeks, binge read it. I'll say it like this: if you put the manga down for like a month, maybe 2 months, you come back and you binge read this shit and it doesn't hit, then it might be cooked for you, right? If a binge read of whatever material you've been missing out on fucking sucks, yeah, the series might be cooked in your eyes, like permanently, right? But on a week-to-week basis, it's not hidden. Like it's happened like that for me like multiple times, and I've definitely thought Gege was washed numerous times, and to some extent, you know, I may still think that's true, but like not really, not in totality, right? JJK is a lot more than, you know, individual chapters or individual like groups of chapters, right? JJK is a lot larger than that. Kind of just depends on how long your problems have prevailed and where your problems like go in like I guess where your problems have prevailed, but like what kind of problems you take with Gege. Also lethality, that's a crazy question to ask if I can eat the Jello in one swallow. Like is it like I'm not a fucking toddler. Any adult human being can do that. Let's see, Cyberglob, thank you for the 99 Czar. Everything in the Gojo versus Sukuna fight is a perfect match. Gojo only does the ad-lib, Hollow Purple, when he sees Sukuna freestyle the Piercing Blood, and Mahoraga uses Malevolent. Why'd I think... Wait, you probably did mean Malevolent, but, like, the Flying Dismantle, yeah. Yeah. I will say Auspicious Beast will kill Sukuna for real. That might make me drop the story. I'm not gonna lie. That might make me drop the story for real. Yeah. Ouch. Damn, I almost broke my neck. But yeah, I mean, I have my problem. Not even my problems, but I think the fight Gojo versus Sukuna has shortcomings. But many of the shortcomings it has will be fixed by the anime, in my opinion. Scope and scale, you know, whatever. And banter. I need more banter, bro. Shit talk more. That's what I was looking forward to, but I don't know. That's kind of where I was at. Is Jello just jelly? Like, is it a brand name? I don't think Jello's jelly. Like, jelly's closer to, like, jam. Jelly's like what you put on toast. Jello is like, it's gelatin. Is where Jello is like, Jello's like the name, right? Like, Band-Aid is just a brand name for bandages. In the same way Jello is just a brand name for gelatin, I think. So I guess I'm not eating Jello, I'm eating gelatin, but... Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm on. You know what I'm on. Isn't that not filling, or do you just feel like snacking? This is just for when, like... So here's the thing, right? I think this is the thing that's important for, like, people that are going on a diet and have what I like to call fat fuck syndrome. FFS for short. Right? Part of the reason that dieting is hard isn't because you're always hungry. It's because like you eat when you're bored. At least I eat when I'm bored, right? So having something that is just easy to snack on just to like fulfill the act of eating, quote unquote, is good. I don't eat Jello when I'm hungry, right? I eat Jello when I wouldn't be hungry anyway, but instead of reaching for a fucking tub of ice cream, or instead of reaching for like making myself or like ordering myself something out, right? I reach for Jello. It's sweet. I have a sweet tooth, kinda. And I'm eating something that has 5 calories and I can eat 12 of back to back, instead of eating something that I can eat one of and have 800 calories in my fucking system. But like, if you don't have that same problem, right? Like if you don't have what I like to call FFS, as I said, fat fuck syndrome, then maybe this wouldn't be necessary for you. But I do. So that kind of this kind of method is very poignant for me. This method is very poignant for me, for sure. Ronan, you should make a video creating your own Kuroseki domain expansion. It's very possible that I might. Or something to that effect. Maybe. Yeah. Let's see, yogurt better for real? No. Yogurt's cool. Yogurt's healthier. But yogurt does not taste nearly as good. Nuh-uh. Let's see. Miguel gonna use that agent curse technique. Oh, Jesus. All right, let's see. Vic Von Dune, thank you for the 5. What do you think the limit of Takuma's abilities are? What do you think he couldn't do just because he might think it's funny? I mean, so I'll say the first answer, the limit of Takuma's abilities is like not dying instantly from whatever opponent he's fighting, in my opinion. That's the first thing. It's kind of what I've always said. But another aspect, I think the limit might more be like a one of that's limited to Takuma. Like it's very dependent on emotions more than it is like a curse technique limit, right? Like, Gojo can bring infinity into reality. You can create black holes that consume the earth, right? And if Takuma's technique alone is what allows him to match and affect someone like Gojo Satoru, right? Someone who's only been affected by like domains which bypass the curse technique defending them from the sure hit, right? Or something like a world cleave which attacks not the target but space, existence, and the world itself, right? Then yeah, Takuma being on that level probably means that like on theoretically on a planetary scale, his technique could be very effective. So I honestly think the limitations relative to JJK, the JJK first don't exist, right? If you were to take this to other series, like I don't think you'd say wouldn't it be funny if Goku died. Goku's gonna be like it wouldn't be, and you'd punch him in his shit. But like in the JJK verse, I'm not sure there's much that he can't do. But that's how I view it personally. Let's see. Sleeping D. BR, tell me Omega has permanently affected your vocabulary without telling me he's permanently affected your vocabulary. What did I say? Oh, fat fuck. No way fat fuck syndrome is from him, bro. There's no way. I didn't take that from him. No. There's no way I accidentally plagiarized. No. But that is something I can imagine him saying for sure. I will say I have taken a lot of things from his streams, bro. I am indeed cooked. You know? I might be cooked, I fear. Like that shit, that's stolen, bro. I'm a thief in the night, I fear. But yeah. I think I fear is also, oh my god, I actually am finished. But whatever, who cares? Doggo Design, thank you for the 5. Also, the fact that Kusakabe probably didn't have a black flash is crazy due to the fact of how much he's a coward. I don't even think Kusakabe's a coward, dude. I think Kusakabe's just a normal guy. He pulled up on Sukuna, right? I don't think he's cowardly. I think he's just not really prone to go aggravate motherfuckers to be out to smoke. I mean, the shit he does in Shibuya, kind of cowardly, but like not for the most part. That's not how I would talk about him personally. Drew Park, thank you for the 2. If Megumi came back, would he have a 20-figure buff? I don't know if he would be buffed from being the vessel of Sukuna, but he might be buffed from like the experiences of like healing a soul, using RCT in his vessel, what it's like with the 10 shadows, right? I could see a mentality difference. That's how I see it. That's how I view any increase that he gets. Let's see. What are we looking at? Right now? It's like when I'm watching something, I always need to be eating something too. Yeah, that's real. It's actually a genius way to counter FFS. That's what I'm saying, bro. There's actually a word in Japanese for when you eat when you're not hungry but your mouth feels lonely. Cyberglob. Respectfully, I need you to tell me that vocabulary word, bro. I need you to tell me that vocabulary word. Let's see. What are we looking at right now? What's happening? What? I was wrong about Kusakabe, low-key go. Hey, it's okay, Noop. It's all right, Noop. It's okay. Hey, man. It took a little bit, but I'm glad you're on the right side. I am really glad that you made the proper decision and took your talents over to the Kusakabe Incorporated. We'd love to have you here. We'd love to have you here. Yeah. Yes, sir. All right, let's see. Kusakabe is not kind. He absolutely could have killed Mahito, and dude was acting like he was finished if he did anything. Kusakabe could have killed Mahito. Yeah, you're laced. Kusakabe is very strong. You're laced if you think he beats Mahito. I'm gonna be honest. Because he can't hurt him. And if you would maybe a simple domain can hold up against a full domain. Not sure, but it's possible. You would just have to argue a simple domain is closer to Mahito's domain in terms of refinement than Gojo's simple domain was to Sukuna's, which might be possible. Do you think Gojo has better barrier techniques in general or no? I have no idea what the word is. Damn it. I was really looking forward to adding that to my vocab. But let's see. R Miles, 53, thank you for the 5. Sorry to divert, no problem at all, man. But I'm really curious how you feel about Nagumo versus Shishiba now that we've seen them both cook order level fighters. I mean, I feel like Shishiba did it more confidently, and against, I guess, technically more people, but he also did it with help. And he also did it against characters that I would personally say are weaker. Like, Gaku to me is significantly stronger than, Flame Shark guy and is it Kumanomi? I think her name is Kumanomi, right? Let me check. Kumanomi. Yeah, Kumanomi. I was right. I just had to think a little bit. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so I think Nagumo would still I think Nagumo would win. I think Uzuki also said Nagumo is top 2, right? In the order. Obviously Takamura would be top 1. Yeah. That's kind of where I'm at. Robin, which JJK character is most likely to munch on a chicken sandwich? Most likely to munch on a chicken sandwich, huh? I don't know. Who's Johnny's favorite JJK character? Just out of curiosity. All right, let's see. It depends on that. That's where my answer lies. You think Yuta will reach his awakening in this arc and surpass Gojo? I mean, if this is the last arc, then it's probably do or die. Yeah, if I had to guess. Yeah. That's where I see it. And no, Demon Kazoo, we've not talked about Kagurabachi yet. Kagurabachi dropped a fucking banger of a chapter, man. That shit was very, 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 very good. I can't even lie. I cannot even lie. Very, very fun. I think we slowed down. We slowed down things a lot. Really, really pumped the brakes. And just ease into things. You know, obviously Noam, I think you agree, is, you know, the second biggest Kagurabachi fan I know. Obviously, only second to me. You know, I know you really fucked with the chapter, fucked with Chihira's characterization and whatnot. This is your like alert, your call it your regularly scheduled what is the word I'm looking for? Reminder, Jesus Christ, that you should read Kagurabachi, man. Kagurabachi is so good. I have another Kagurabachi video dropping soon, and by soon I mean I haven't recorded it yet, but it'll be coming soon, I promise, for sure. Oh God, Shammy, are you typing? All right, man. Yeah. Let's see. Black X Sage, think with the 5. Which characters in JJK do you think we have high potential outside of the ones mentioned in the series? Yuji, Yuta, Hakari, Megumi, etc. Wait, so which characters in JJK do you think have high potential outside of the ones mentioned? So like Jogo and Mahito, I think have really high potential. I think Geto has like ridiculous potential when you like look at his curse technique and look at like Like if you plug the controller in is a phrase I like to use. Like you plug the controller in and you control him, right? I think Geto has like insane potential. Nobara has probably at least pretty decent potential. Mekamaru would have pretty decent potential. In case you guys are noticing, these are characters I talked about in a video before. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Yuki maybe has more potential, although she's probably closer to the peak of hers than many others. Yuta has, well, you already said not Yuta. Yeah, I think the disaster curses could probably become a lot stronger than they were. I can see that. I can see that for sure. Chihiro, Kagura's, and Hakari Bachi's. No, that's kind of a hard slogan. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, wait. Why did they make the only black character, Miguel, so trash, bro? Like, is it just because Gojo can low diff him, or he actually decent? Hold on, let me find the Miguel JJK fan book, because all Gege's really said about Miguel is that he's just like strong. Let's see. Here we go. We have seen Miguel with a Kotsu in Volume 4, page 155. Did he get caught by the technical college? He was caught by Gojo and forced to take in a Kotsu. Question, is there any new information about Miguel? He's strong. I mean, yeah. And he was so strong that Geto scouted him from overseas. I'm gonna say this right now. You got a special grade scouting you, maybe you're not weak. And he was also the motherfucker that Geto said, yeah, you can hold Gojo off on your own. I don't know. He also seems to be pretty fucking fine, like, after this. Good job, I did well. Yeah, I mean, look at this, bro. This is immediately after fighting Gojo, after holding him off, right? Black Rope's gone, but who's okay? This motherfucker right here. He's chilling. And yeah, like, the movie definitely, like, showed him getting cooked. But, like, okay, I'll put it like this, right? Even if you look at it from the perspective of the movie, what character do we think could have just eaten the same attacks that Miguel did, man? I don't know, man. There are not very many characters that I think could eat that vicious-ass combo the way that Miguel was capable of, right? Don't get me wrong. It definitely doesn't make him look super cool. But if you think about it, like, you remove just the knee-jerk reaction of, oh my god, this guy's getting his face punched in. It's like, not many characters need their face punched in that long against Gojo. I mean, who was it that said getting punched by a blue-enhanced fist from Gojo made them vomit? Hakari and Yuta. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see. So he's trash? I wouldn't say so. Personally, if the only things we know about him are that, like, Geto scouted him because he was strong, right? Gojo viewed him as, like, a somewhat difficult opponent, and he didn't die after Gojo was pissed at him and fighting him. What about that? It would imply, like, trash, right? I don't know. We don't know what his curse technique is at all, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I still have the Hakari's blackhead cannon. Hey, bro. Allow me to crush your dreams real quick because I find it fucking funny. Give me 2 seconds. Don't take this. Well, obviously, if it's your head cannon, bro, it's your head cannon. You know, live your life, bro. Don't let me stop you. However, Kowalski analysis. Yuji and Hakari. I think Yuji's darker than Hakari right here, chat. How crazy is it to say, chat? Listen, and the funny thing is, we have, like, different shades of brown for reference, right? Is Yuji a light-skinned man, chat? Is that how we're indoctrinating him? I don't know. Miguel might not even be the main act. He could be acting as support for something big coming up. That's also possible. And, like, Miguel's the only time we've really seen him take an active role is exclusively when he's, like, the hold off strong guy so we can do other thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's that crazy to say he might have that role again, for sure, for sure. And as I think someone asked why Kusakabe didn't teach Yuji that level of simple domain, it might just be because it's hard to achieve. I think if everybody could have that level of simple domain, everybody would have that level of simple domain. That's kind of how I view it. That's kind of how I view it. I don't know. Let's see. Crimson, thank you for the 2. Have you seen Hood JJK? And if so, do you find it funny? I have not seen Hood JJK. I don't think. If that's like the official. Let me see. Let me see if I have. I doubt I have. No, I have not. And do I find it funny? If I had to guess, I probably wouldn't. I tend not to find those kinds of like videos or jokes super hilarious. I do be seeing a lot of like JJK voiceover like edits and shit. Like there was one where like it's like Toji's like playing catch with Megumi or whatever, right? Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. How should I do this? Okay, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna switch screens over real quick so you guys are seeing a different monitor because I need to pull up my Discord. So give me 2 seconds. Okay. Discord pull up. Cool. Okay. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can find that TikTok because it's actually like kind of fucking hilarious. And in the meantime, you guys can look at Sukuna. You can look at Suki Wookie Pookie Bear over here. I won't be able to read chat for like 2 seconds. I will be. Where the fuck did my phone go? Am I crazy? Hold on, chat. Give me 2 seconds. All right, my fault, chat. I left my phone on the kitchen counter. All right, I'm gonna try to send myself the TikTok because it's actually pretty funny. But no, I haven't seen Hood JJK. No, I have not. Yeah. Would you? I'll pull up your super chat in 2 seconds. But would you consider it? Would you consider it funny? I'm kind of curious now. Now that you asked. Personally, no shade or whatever. I'm just not the biggest fan of those. I think that'd be more like up Cream's alley. Unironically, that's kind of more his thing. Oh yeah, I found the one. Okay, yeah, and this is gonna fuel Megumi hate or whatever. But like, I'm not gonna lie, it's funny enough for me to not give a fuck about that. So let me paste this in here. Okay, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Okay, we'll watch this in a second. First, I gotta switch back over to the main screen. Over here, I will move this with a little bit of OBS magic. What the fuck? What'd I do here? Oops. And by OBS magic, I mean I'm acting a fool, chat. My apologies. Okay, never mind. I'm not acting a fool anymore. I'm a genius. Okay. Come over here. Cool. All right, now it's TikTok time. And I can pull up chat again. All right, let's see. Big Raga, the Appa Stopper. Yeah. Oh, if it's some of that, then maybe I have seen it. Let's see. Carver's Toji's hella boring. What about if both went to Vegas? Who's winning the gamble off? Toji's like canonically a horrible fucking gambler, so Hakari's probably winning. All right. Let's log in for a second. Now, let me pause this music. Let's log in for a second, real quick. This is true.
Son, let's play catch.
Oh, I might have to turn this audio up for you guys. Let's see.
Come on, son, let's play catch.
How the fuck? Catch! How the fuck do I catch that?
Oh,
How the fuck do I miss a catch that?
you don't want to play catch with your old man?
This isn't catch!
Just play catch with me. Just catch it.
Ah! I don't want to play catch! I don't want to play this game anymore! Holy fuck! Ah! I don't want to play catch! I don't want to play catch!
All you have to do is catch it.
Ah! You've got me beat. But I've got something in my sleeve you couldn't even possibly expect.
Help!
Help me! Mahoraga!
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. This fucking kills me every time I fucking see it, man. Oh god, there's something to me that's so funny about like Toji being so casual about that shit, bro. What's wrong, son? Do you want to play catch with your old man? It's like, yeah, nah, bro. Nah, bro. Damn, BR likes white humor, but not hood JJK. Listen, hot take. Let me not say that. Okay, no, I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. Whatever, who cares? I think a lot, not all, some, I'll even say some. I'm not even gonna say a lot. I'm not gonna say most. I'm not gonna say 50%. A lot of like the hoodified shit is the white humor. And to me, it panders to people that are like, oh my god, bro, Sukuna really had black Air Force energy, didn't he? And it's like, that's cool if you like it. If you like it, I love it, right? I don't really give a fuck. But like, it's just not my thing. That's all it is. Hey, it's Lil Bro. What up, Six? How you doing, man? How you doing, brother? Let's see. Where's your verified check for hitting 100K? Shit, bro. I don't know. I don't even know how I'm supposed to get that. Maybe I need it. Maybe there's a... Wait a minute. If there's a process and I haven't applied for it, I'm going to feel very dumb. But I kind of thought that shit just magically happened on its own. I don't know if I had to apply for that or not. But yeah. Yeah. Straight to Twitter is crazy. Cream's really rubbed off on you, huh? No. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's kind of like just being like, oh my god, bro. Oh my god, the edit of Sukuna with black Air Forces. It's so fucking cool. Like, listen, bro, if that's your view of black culture and black humor, like that, you can distill it down to shit like that. Hey, bro, listen. You might be interested in a caricature. I'm gonna be honest. JJ drill songs are legit funny though. I mean, that's fine. Like, they have a time of play. Like, I've seen like a Sukuna and Shibuya one. I was like, okay, he kind of sliding on it. But like, he doing his thing or whatever. But like, I don't necessarily just not my cup of tea. I'm so sick of the slur from the Heian era. Exactly. Like, I don't know, man. It's just not my thing. Excuse me. I don't know why I burped into the mic. I should have done that like away from the mic, but it is what it is. Six, that guy from Tokyo. Yeah, exactly, bro. The very one. But yeah. Let's see. Honest thoughts. Who do you think is going to win in the final battle? The good guys. Yuji, Megumi, Yuta, Maki, and others. You know what I mean? Now that Noap is gone, I will gladly take the title of #1 Kagurabachi Glazer. Unfortunately, you will not be getting past me, brother. It's just not going to happen. But yeah, you can have the #2 spot. I don't know if Demon Akatsu is in here. You might have to fight for that #2 spot. Honestly, you might have to fight for third place. But I think you can't be first because I'm here. But you might be able to fight for second. I don't know. I thought 6 was from Cuba. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I'm in here. My fault. You might have to fight for third or fourth place as well. I don't know. Like, me personally, I'm #1. Demon Akatsu and Lethality, you can fight for the #2 spot. Whoever loses goes to #3. And then you can go to #4. So, I mean, top 5 ain't bad, bro. Top 5 ain't bad at all, for sure. For sure. I'm fighting you for first, BR. What the hell? No, you're not. Because if you do, it'll go like our last Elden Ring PvP matches. It'll go like that. If you listen, lethality, no shade. If you fight me for first, it's gonna go like our PvP matches in Elden Ring. It's not gonna. 9, not good. Not good for you. Not good for you. Is Blood being talked about today? You know what, bro? Shit. Let's talk about Peak Lock. Let's do it then. You know what, bro? I like the way you fucking think, man. So do I just neg the list? No. You gave me one match, you loser, before Creams quit. Oh, I won. Oh, I didn't win 6 matches in a row. Oh, I dreamt that up. I dreamt that up. That's what happened. Hey man, maybe I dreamt up beating your ass in Elden Ring. Maybe I imagined 6 wins straight. Potentially that's what happened. If I dreamed it up, you let me know. If I dreamt up L's, if I dreamt up your L's, you let me know. Oh, you're gaslighting me. That's crazy. Yeah, I did. Oh, you're about to piss me off. Demon Nakatsuya, we were just talking about who the number 1 Kagurabachi fan is. Obviously, it was me. Then it's between you and Lethality. Whoever loses between you guys is third, and then, then it goes from there. But you're dreaming of beating women? That's incorrect. Incorrect. Lethality, you're dude, I'm not gonna fight with you over this because you're literally lying. You know what? Oops, I pulled up Discord on accident. You know what? I have screenshots of you admitting that I was beating your ass. I can literally pull them up. You were acknowledging that you were getting cooked. No, not gonna happen. I will not let this gaslighting slide. That's crazy. Okay. No. Yeah, you were admitting to getting cooked. Nah, that's crazy. You were getting cooked. Anyways, Lethality getting bodied in Elden Ring aside, it's Peak Luck time. Listen, I only have one thing to say. That's my fucking GOAT right there. It's literally GOAT fighting for the ball. And guess who wins? My GOAT 2. GOAT 1? GOAT 2? I don't know. Kunigami cooked. Revenge matchup? Yeah, that's hard. Bro. Listen, I've been in the fucking trenches fighting for Kunigami day in and day out. And finally, my efforts bear fruit. This shit was crazy. This shit was nuts. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. If you get it, you get it. You don't. I may have Shido'd when I saw this. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say it once. I'm not gonna say it again. And then I'm not even reviewing the Blue Lock chapter. This is just a Kunigami appreciation session. Cause this is what I've been waiting to see, chat. Yes, sir. That ego's still alive. That ego's still burning. Yeah, no. I've been fighting, man, week after week, man. I've been scrapping, fighting for my life against the fucking racist KK Creams. And guess what? Just like I always do, I won. Just like I always do, I won, man. And it's crazy because even if Shido won this exchange here, I still would have won because that's also my GOAT. That's what's great about this matchup, man. Because I don't know if y'all know this. I love Shido's character. He's so fun. I also love Kunigami's character. He's so fun. Literally, I can't lose with this matchup. If Shido starts cooking Kunigami, my GOAT won. If Kunigami starts cooking Shido, my GOAT won. And guess what? This shit almost made me cry, chat. Let's get some steak after this like old times. Yeah, I almost broke down into tears. Yeah, I almost broke down into tears. Yeah, I almost broke down into tears, chat. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm not afraid to admit it, chat. Because old times, don't bring me back to the good old days, chat. Don't bring me back to the good old days. Don't get me back to the good old days. Don't bring me back to the good old days. Like old time. No, bro. Don't. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sleepy Danger, thank you for the 14. KK Cream saw Miguel and Kunigami and ran this week. He fleed from the scene, bro. Fleed is crazy. He fled from the scene. Whatever. I'm sticking to my guns. He fleed, bro. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Delectable. Delectable. Feasting. I'm feasting. Damn, Beer plays both sides of the field, I see. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? And then, Isagi's funny, dude, because he's such a fucking like, when you really get down to it, and I say this, like, affectionately and lovingly of my goat, right? Esau goat for short. But he's such a fucking dork. Top performance, X top performance, X top performance, tri-flow chemistry reaction. If it wasn't Esau goat, if it wasn't a Blue Lock character saying this, stinky. Would have been stinky, bro. Would have been too wordy, but it's Esau goat. It's the brainiac. It's the puzzle master. The puzzle pieces are flowing, and so are the words, chat. And that made me fucking locked in. That made me locked in, man. Nah, this was crazy. This was a great chapter. Nah, this was an excellent chapter, an amazing chapter. Oh, man. Oh, man. Peak lock for sure. Peak lock for sure. Isagi literally is just like me for real. Kunigami, also just like me for real. Shido, listen, what's understood doesn't need to be said, all right? I'm not gonna say the words because that's crazy and that would make for a crazy clip. So I'm not gonna say that, but, you know, it's the implication. You know, we pick it up if you pick it up, don't if you don't, right? Oh, unless he meant Tears of Joy. No. Kunigami, yeah, Tears of Joy. I almost cried because Kunigami's my fucking goat. BR is exactly like Shido. Hold on. You know what? Lethality, do we got beef or something? First I'm like Sukuna, now I'm like Shido. And one of those is hurtful. And it's not necessarily the Shido one. But one of those is hurtful. Because I'm the most mature person I know, I think. Blue Lock is absolutely peak, but have you read the mangaka's last work, Dolly Kill Kill? I have not. I've heard of it. I've seen the art for it, but I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it for sure. You freak. BR, how do you feel about Itoshi Sai again? Oh, that's my fucking goat, bro. Oh my god, Sai's so fucking cool. Wait a minute. I think I was just baited into acting like Shido. Wait. I take it back. Wait a minute. I realized I stepped on a trap. But yeah, no, Shido, in all honesty, Shido is fucking, not Shido, Sai's so cool. Yes, Demon, oh my god, you're a Shido and Sai fan? Oh my god, Demon Akazua, wow, this is glorious. This is great. This is amazing. This is crazy. This is amazing. The superior twin brother? Yes, you get it. Yes, dude. Yes. Sai is so much cooler. He's got more swag. He's better at soccer. He's fucking cooler. He's got a better design. He actually compared with Shido properly. That's he's one of them ones. Yeah, he's one of them ones. I wish you talked to me, BR. That's the beef. Wait a minute. What do you mean? Wait a minute. I'm a very talkative person. Hold on. Don't mind this, chat. I need to bring this over here. But yeah. Blair Ren. Yeah, Blair Ren as in he's fucking disgusted. All right. I don't mean that. That was my inner Sai Itoshi speaking. My fault. Ren is cool. He's just not Sai. That's all it is, man. I'm on that Nagi meat train. I'm not gonna lie, McDonald's, that might be the craziest thing I've read all day. That might be the craziest thing I've read all day. Yo, run it, pop it out your mouth real quick. Nah, bro, what if I don't? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it, bro? Nah, I'm good. I'm chilling. Nagi cool. He just need to get over it. Nagi cool. He just need to get over it. Let's see. Yeah, Sai greater than Rin, just like Itachi greater than Sasuke. Hands legato. Now you're going too far. Now, wait. Chat. I'm gonna screenshot this right here, right now. No. Someone chat right now. Yes. I need it. Oh my god. Yes. Chat. This fucking borrow merchant finally. Oh, this is what I needed. Oh my god. I need this pinned on my wall. Right now. Chat, if you know, you know. Nah, Blairin is the fucking king. We finally got Baro out of there, chat. Yes. We finally got Baro out of there. That we won. Oh my god, Liv, you're cooked. Oh my god, Liv, you're fried, cooked, put on a skillet. W. Oh yes. I won, chat. Oh my god. This is. Oh my god. That bum Baro finally got what he fucking deserves. Oh, his strongest soldier, his greatest ally, threw him to the wayside like garbage. Oh, this is my perfect victory. That's right. I win. Oh yeah. No, that's crazy. Damn. My condolences, Baro. You won't be missed by Liv. No. Stand proud, Liv. You were strong. Not strong enough, but you were pretty strong. No. Agenda's crumbling right before my very eyes. You love to see it. That maid is finally out of here. Sleeping Danger, you be hating on some of my goats, right? But sometimes you say shit and I'm just like, nah, bro, I really fuck with you. Get that maid out of here. That fake king, bro. That defanged lion. That starved beast. You know what, chat? More agenda. No. More agenda. We're piling it on. We're going to Blue Lock episode Nagi to get agenda. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute, chat. Wait a minute. Let me get this panel, bro. This is canon, by the way. You're going to read this. This is Blue Lock episode Nagi chapter 21 if you want to fact check me. Blue Lock episode Nagi chapter 21 if you want to fact check me. I see Baro is just a nomad lion that's lost its throne. He's abandoned his pride for the sake of becoming king once more. But he can't. It's over. It's done. This is Baro. This is his depiction. This is it. Oh my god. Delectable. Wow. A nomad. Look at this thing. It's hungry. It hasn't eaten in weeks. That thing is starving. I can't wait till Baro goes Isagi hunting on the U20 team. Isagi hunting. You think he's... That shit ain't gonna work a second time. I don't know. A nomad lion? Y'all know how crazy that is? A nomad lion? I don't make the rules. 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 I just don't. It's not my fault. Liv, and I don't control you either. You said Blaren was the king. In the Blue Lock chapter, or Blue Lock episode Nagi chapter 21, it showed that too. You're right. He's lost the throne. It's gone. It's gone forever. It's over. He's cooked. It is what it is. Yeah, I don't know. You the king of the jungle and starving? I'm saying, bro, you the king of what? The king of scraps? The starving lion is the most dangerous. Yeah, if it can find something to eat, for sure. If it can find something to eat, for sure. For sure. But not on my goats. Nuh-uh. He ain't having Esau goat for dinner. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yes, sir. Sorry, just had to get some slander off my chest. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Anyways, this Blue Look chapter was really good. 10 out of 10 from me. At Kunigami, my goat showing up. Yes, sir. This I'm keeping this panel up for a little bit, but yes, sir. Very good. I give it a Blue Look out of 10, and as you guys know, that's great. Robin, I think you took my shirt. I need it back. Okay. I'll get that back to you, Shambi, for sure. Let's see. Crazy, you like a pervert over a king, bro? Borrowing like the king of shit. Lost his throne. That don't make you not a king no more, bruh. You're not a king no more. BR Sakamoto days. Y'all trying to we conversing about Sakamoto days now? Shit. All right, let's do it. You should peep Rikido soon though. I peeped Rikido. I like Rikido. Very good manga. Very good manga. Very good manga. I like it a lot. Yeah, I peeped Rikido. Yes, sir. I'm pretty sure I recommended Rikido to somebody before. I don't know if I made a video about it though. Let's see. Even Shiba was shocked at how cold Chihiro is now, so goated. Oh yeah. I was thinking of Shishiba. I was like, what the fuck? How the fuck does Shishiba know Chihiro? I'm like, how we get there? First of all, this color page cold as fuck. Sakamoto Days does not miss with these. It just doesn't. Shishiba was already also really cool this chapter. I will say he trying to piss me off with this one, bro. You're a smart kid, not like that last guy. Like, hold on, Shishiba, relax. Don't make me interfere. Don't talk about my goat shin like that, right? I'll have to interfere and things will start looking crazy for you, buddy. I'm not trying to do that to you. I'm not trying to do like that. So just relax on my goat and there won't be any trouble. But aside from that, he was cooking. Aside from that, really doing his thing. Really doing this thing. And while obviously he was the one who actually like got the wins for sure. Amane being like having the brains to like heat everything up, so that the magnetism that Kuminomi pretty much exclusively relies on wouldn't work was, I mean, that was clutch. That was clutch as hell. Very clutch on his part. Like I gotta give him his props. Amane did his thing. Amane did his fucking thing there. For sure. Yeah. I like it, bro. He's like, shit, I can't beat you in a straight up fight, but magnetism lady, yeah, she getting cooked, man. Let's see. If we talking Sakamoto Days, Slur is a fraud. What has he done except scare shit and stab a fat Sakamoto? He's Kanaguri with some extra plot relevance. Hey, bro. Nagumo did not kill him when he stabbed him through the heart. That has already convinced me that he's pretty fucking strong. I'm not gonna lie. This chapter was really good, though. I fucked with it a lot. I fucked with it a lot. I fucked with it quite a bit. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Very, very satisfactory story, might I say. Have I ever read Gameron? Yes, I have. Gameron is pretty cool. The final stretch is like whatever, kind of stinky in terms of like story quality. But if you go into it just expecting like Gama to be a pretty cool character and the sword fights to be pretty cool, then you're gonna be fine. You're not gonna really be disappointed. I don't think the story is all that great. The characters, nothing too insane. But I think it is a fun manga to read. I've read it like twice, and I usually just read it for when I'm really in the mood for like just some cool samurai shit. You know what I mean? Just some cool sword fights type. So yeah, I've read Gameron. Pretty cool. Dandadan chapter BR. I cannot review the Dandadan chapter because I am out of the loop a little bit. I've not been caught up on Dandadan for a little bit. I've been letting it stack so I can binge read. So unfortunately, I cannot talk about Dandadan's newest chapter. I fear. I'm sure it was really good, but I just don't have the knowledge to talk about it, and I'm still letting chapters stack up a little bit. For sure. Yeah. Let's see. It's not fair. Don't be like Ronan. I need a goat on the field right now, and that goat's Ren. I can have multiple goats. Don't be like Ronan. Listen, you can have multiple goats, but Baro's whole moniker is that he's the king, right? When you call someone else the king, you're like robbing Baro of the only thing he has. You know what I mean? That's all he got, man. It'd be like if I said like, oh my god, bro, Kunigami's the goat of adaptation. It would be like, okay, you could call him your goat, but saying now I'm discounting Esau goat for the sake of Kunigami, and that's just not necessary. You know what I mean? You don't need to do that. Yeah. Also, where on earth is my goat Akira a cow? Akira, I don't know where Akira is actually. I have no idea where Akira would be. But I would like to see where she's at and what she's doing now that you mention it actually. Yeah. Let's see. Beer, don't forget we plan on doing the Sukuna Culling games for the JJK Will streams. I have not forgotten. The reason I haven't done it is because I have not mentally or bodily prepared for like a fucking 8-hour stream about that. I'm gonna be real. But yes, I am aware that the next drafting stream, we create in the Culling games for real, bro. I think what I want to do for that stream is like make some like real cool shit. Like have like random chance encounters like on some like RPG bullshit. Like have motherfuckers like not even just have you guys scrap it out at the end of the stream, but like throughout the whole thing. I think that'd be really fun. I might get extra people on, like Liv and Testro potentially, or I might just need to prep more for it. You know what I mean? But generally speaking, yes, I'm down for it. I'm excited for it. And I will make sure that it lives up to all of the expectations for sure. But yeah, annoyed. I'm a time Ronin out. I don't even think you have the power to do that. BR, where do you stand on Messi versus Ronaldo? The same. I stand in the same place where I stand on like LeBron versus Jordan, the right one. Obviously, Messi's the GOAT. I'm not even super knowledgeable about football, and I know that, right? Like Messi, like obviously, I feel like it's a pretty, you could like Ronaldo as a player more for sure, but like accolades, accomplishments, like even if you like once again, I say this as someone not tapped into the football culture like that, right? Who just, you know, I stats, you just be comparing shit. Like if I'm just comparing accolades for what I've seen, right? Because I watch a couple of like sports content creators that'll go in depth on shit like that. And I'm like, everything I hear from what I hearsay, all I know is that Messi seems like he's in not in a different league is somewhat disrespectful. He seemed like he a little bit up there. You know what I mean? He a little bit up there. Let's see. Kunigami is going to be a stepping stone for the real stars like Isagi, Rin, and Shido. I doubt it. But like I said, if he's a stepping stone for Shido, that would hurt my heart, but also Shido GOAT, so, it is what it is, for sure. Just another thing with the two. Let me get in that, bro. Let me secure my spot. Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. He doesn't belong in conversations with dozens of players above him. Dozens of players above Ronaldo. It gotta be crazy, though. I'm gonna be real. Dozens is wild. But yeah, let's see. Also, what happened to your football journey? Do you still play? No, because I can't really. I used to be, ever since I moved out, I don't have like a backyard or any place to go play, or like practice or whatever. Like I used to just go in my backyard and practice a lot, but you live in an apartment complex and suddenly your backyard space turns to zero, right? Dieting and working out, yeah. Soccer practice specifically or football practice specifically, unfortunately, no. I would love to get back into it though. It's very fun. I felt like I was getting better too, so that was nice. How far do you think Meruem makes it in JJK? If you're pretty generous to Meruem in terms of like where he scales, I mean, he probably just, let's see, Sukuna and Gojo still probably beat him. They still beat him. Yuki gets cooked, Yuta gets cooked, probably Hakari gets cooked, Maki gets cooked. Yeah, he's probably like the third or fourth strongest character. Maybe if you think Kenjaku's domain would like one shot him if he opens it, but outside of that, it's probably Meruem's probably just like third or fourth strongest. He's definitely top 5 JJK characters if you drop him in there. Why you ain't never heard of a park BR? I know what a park is, bro. There's no place within any reasonable distance near me that isn't like a private like that doesn't have a private field, right? There are plenty of places that like I could go, but again, if we're talking about practicing, I don't think practicing on mulch is like the most optimal environment for me. Yeah. Let's see. I wish I do basketball so I can make a good analogy on a really actually good basketball player who's overrated as it gets. Let me not say what immediately came to my mind, but I don't know. I think it just depends because I don't know exactly where you would place Ronaldo, so it's kind of hard to give a basketball analogy for sure. Can we please get a Phaeton versus Jogo matchup? I'd like to give Jogo an easy win for sure. You're gonna talk about Vagabond next week. I should hopefully be caught up by then if that's the case. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about Vagabond on the pod next week for sure. For sure. Yeah. Might be making a video on it too. I recently read Vagabond for all those who aren't in the know, and very very good stuff, life-changing stuff. So yeah, I might be making a Vagabond video. I got to figure out how to get you motherfuckers to watch it. But outside of that, yeah, I'd be very interested in doing it for sure. Kid Souls verse, I give it to you. Yo, can I secure a spot too? Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. Yeah. Messi ain't got no aura. You're a funny guy, man. You're a funny guy. For a manga comparison, objectively really good but massively overrated. One Piece. You said it, not me. I did. All because of Ronin. Amen. Mikey, I hope you're really enjoying it, bro. From what I saw, you seem to be. And if you had to compromise liking that movie for Vagabond, I think that's a fair enough trade, bro. Maybe not all of my recommendations are gonna hit, but if Vagabond hits you anywhere near the way it hit me, bro, you're welcome and welcome. But yeah, let's see. Hey man, when's the Rurouni Kenshin video? Probably never. Yeah, probably never, if I had to guess. Yeah, probably never. You know what? That actually reminds me. I think it's about time that I get my banner changed to like replace Kenshin with Musashi. I think that's what I'm gonna do. For sure. I'm gonna start Vagabond soon. Oh my god, Demon Akatsuha. I think you'd really fuck with it. You seem to, from every interaction I see of you like on Twitter or whatnot, you seem like so introspective. Like I think you'd really fuck with Vagabond. It might fuck you up a little bit, but like in a good like, oh my god, this is the path to enlightenment fuck you up. You know what I mean? What do you mean never? Isn't it your top one? No. And it's never been that way. I like the series, bro. Get over it, man. It is what it is, but yeah, no. Live. You're blowing up the spot. Relax. Also, lethality, kind of crazy saying you're watching it because of Radman when I was right there, but you know, I'll let that slide. CJ, think with a 5. If Marium would be top 5, then how is he handling Yuta with his versatile domain, Mahoraga, Mahito, Takaba, etc.? So like characters like Mahito would probably be tough because like soul damage and shit. But like Takaba, I guess I'll just ask this, right? When y'all are ranking JJK characters in terms of their strength, are y'all saying Takaba's top 5? Like dead ass? Are y'all saying like it goes Sukuna, Gojo, Takaba, Kenjaku, Yuta, Maki, Hakari, whoever you think follows that up with? Because I don't really think of Takaba as like really a top 5 character like that all that much, personally speaking. I get why you would, because it's like pretty strong technique and whatnot. But I don't know if I buy it. I get why though. Like potentially, sure. I don't know. I just don't really consider Takaba there. Mahito, I could see how that'd be a problem. Mahoraga, I think Mahoraga just gets like blown to bits off like one attack. That's kind of strikes me as the type of person Meruem is. And I think for Yuta, he would just like overpower him in a similar way. The reason Meruem kind of gets cooked by Sukuna and Gojo is because they both have stats that are equal to or superior, and then they have better hacks on top of it. Whereas like a Yuta or a Hakari or a Maki have inferior stats with better hacks. But we've already seen what an inferior stat fight against Meruem looks like. He kind of like just like runs you down through sheer force and durability and shit. And that's pre-Rose Meruem. I think with all the shit he has now and like his own evolution and adaptation, I think he would definitely be tough for a majority of JJK characters. Maybe I could be convinced that he's not top 5. Like maybe it's like a top 7 or something like that. He gets pushed out a little bit, but generally speaking, I do think that he's a pretty high level character and would be in JJK. Yeah. Let's see. Yuko Trey, thank you for the 10. Love your pod. Had a shower. JJK thought. Do you think that Jacob's Ladder could shut off Hakari's jackpot if he's in the middle of the 4 minutes, or do you think it would just reopen his domain? I don't know. I'm honestly not sure. It would be very interesting if it did, because obviously that's a byproduct of the technique that he has. But it's ambiguous enough to say it's tough, right? It's ambiguous enough to say I'm not really sure. I mean, based on it canceling out techniques, maybe it would at that moment, like, because it doesn't erase them for good, but maybe it's just like you're not allowed to use it during that time. So maybe Jackpot would halt for a few seconds, and then Yuta could follow up with an attack. That might be the way it actually comes to pass. Let's see. You'll forget it by 256. Nah, I never forget. He would obviously not want to exploit the house of Atreides to be seen in a relatively positive light. What's going on here? Mikey identifies with the Harkonnens? Yeah, you're insane. You're insane. Ronan, check your DMs. Dude. Oh, yeah, Cloak. I peeped that. I actually saw that on my timeline. Yeah. I'm gonna like it. It is what it is. Throw post Rose Meruem and JJK and he's top 2. He's not 2. If you think post Rose Meruem is beating Gojo or Sukuna, boy, do I have the video for you. Let's see. On the Scaly, Bataka was just an outlier in my opinion. Scaling him is too weird by the virtue of his technique and how it works. That's kind of how I feel. Meruem Aura aged people. He built different. Yeah. Like, that's cool and all, but like he aged like, what was his name? Welfin? Like, all right, bro. You know? What's Welfin do, bruh? Let's see. The Marine Wink is crazy. Even post-road, he's a Kusakabe or Meme victim. Hey, bruh. Hey, bruh. First of all, or Meme victim, as if Kusakabe and Meme are anywhere near each other, like in the same stratosphere of power, is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, no. Let's see. Kusakabe is clapping Kashima. That boy would have clapped the Disaster Spirit too. I don't think so, personally. Let's see. Wolf and some fodder like Shizune. Yeah. Damn, dude, my voice kind of fucking hurts. Jesus. It's not even been 3 hours yet. I have another question. What do you think about Chrollo using the control ability that comes from Shanark against 10 Shadow Shikigamis? Oh, I am not well enough versed in what the conditions are for Shanark's ability to determine whether or not he could control the Shikigami. Maybe if he controlled the user, like if he plugged the controller into Sukuna or Megumi, then he could control it, potentially, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah. Like if we're going aura for aura though, right? Like yeah, sure, Welfin aged a lot, and that's crazy. And but like if we're talking about like fodder for fodder, right? Sukuna had Mimiko and Nanako like asking themselves if it was okay to breathe in his presence when he was like 15 fingers, right? No animosity, no nothing. He was just chilling, and they're like, "Oh my god, is it okay to breathe? Am I allowed to breathe?" It's like, all right, let's not pretend Sukuna don't got no aura. Like, let's not act like he's just sitting here fucking auraless, like he's just some dude. All right. I think I've screamed or shouted or exclaimed one too many times. My voice is fucking strained. I felt it get strained over the course of the fucking stream. What did you think of the Boruto chapter? Oh, brother, bro. He trying to get me chat. He trying to trick me to talk about Boruto more positively again. Oh, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I don't get the Kusakabe glaze. Listen, while I don't necessarily think Kusakabe could beat Kashimo, just because I don't think he could beat Kashimo doesn't mean that he's not like deserving of a lot of fucking hype. Like, hold on. I'll just say this, bro. I'll just say this. Like, there's context to it, obviously. But give me a motherfucker who had Sukuna looking like this in a straight up confrontation, not sneaking him in a 1v1 battle. That's not Gojo. Nobody really had him looking like this, in my opinion. No technique, no nothing. Just straight ability. Just straight hands. Not hands is crazy. Just straight weapons. Weapons and physical capacity. Kusakabe greater than Meme greater than Marium, debate me. Give me like one Meme speed feat, bruh. Give me a Meme speed feat, actually. Give me a Meme speed feat. Quickly as well, please. Yeah. Let's see. Thoughts on Chihiro Kagurabachi acting as if that's his last name is crazy. Soloing JJK. Listen, bro, they're fat. Chihiro's already faster than a lot of JJK characters just based on being able to combat Sojo. I'm gonna be real. Chat, should I get more Jello? Should I get more Jello, chat? Yuji punch. When is Yuji straight up landed? How many slashes these? Was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Wait, no, I'm probably counting the same slashes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like 15, let's say conservatively, 15 consecutive slashes on Sukuna to the point where he couldn't react. When has Yuji punched this motherfucker 15 times consecutively? I don't know. I don't know if I'm buying it. They made a plan against Sukuna. They saw post Rosemarium and said, "We can't deal with this dog." I mean, sure, but like that's not really like an argument, right? Because it's just relative to the verse, right? If you were to just say Sukuna is weaker relative to his universe than Marium is, that would be true. But if you were to say Sukuna is weaker than Meruem, that's not necessarily the case, right? Like, I'll put it like this, right? Characters were Goku was extremely confident that Gohan could beat Cell in a 1v1, right? But the entire verse was scared of Meruem. That doesn't mean Meruem is stronger than Cell. It means you have to apply context to what that relative power level looks like. Let's see. Lisan al-Gaib. Yes, sir. That's me for real. Yuji landed 2 punches. Okay, so let's do some quick math. What's 2 compared to 15? What's 15 minus 2? What's that? What does that come out to? Just joined. What are you comparing Kusakabe to? I don't know, actually. I think I was just basically, people were basically saying that, like, they don't understand why people think Kusakabe is so impressive. And I was just saying, he did this. Just show me a character doing this to this version of Sukuna or someone comparable. And, like, you got Gojo, sure, but it's like, all right, what are we doing here? We got Gojo. BR, what's your Discord? I'll debate you on Mei greater than Meruem got the scans. Listen, bro, I'll be able to determine whether or not you're worth, like, getting in a Discord to talk to. Give me a Mei speed feat. Like, just give me a Mei speed feat. Or a character that she scales to that you have a calc for or something. I'm not asking you to articulate your whole point. Just give me 1 point, and based on how dumb or smart it sounds, maybe I'll humor you. You know what I mean? But I'm not just going to get in Discord with every person I disagree with. Let's see. Can Meruem survive a cleave sure hit effect domain and Love Blast from Rika? Love Blast from Rika, I'd probably buy that he can survive it. It depends. There's a lot of interpretations. There's a lot of blah, 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 blah. But probably Sukuna's domain, probably not, no. World Cleave or World Dismantle, no. Kusakabe greater than Hakari, low-key. I was saying that last week. Niggas were saying I was crazy, but I mean, I was saying that last week is all I'm saying. You know what? Shit, let me pull it up, too. So y'all know I'm not lying. I said this shit last week. Yeah, I was... Listen. I was ahead of the curve. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Where the fuck is it? Where's my ahead of the curve prediction, please? I guess I gotta search the tweet. If it was last week, I'd be yapping on Twitter. Where is it? Ouch. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm funny, man. But anyways, let's see. Oh, we didn't have to delete the one that said he's scared. That's fine. Or the one that said I'm scared. That's fine. I don't mind. That's cool. But yeah, let's see. Not gonna lie, I saw the thumbnail, thought it was live on Autumn Podcast, and said I'll watch later at work, and I come back hours later just to see it's my boy running. I'll watch this video. Hey, bro, yes sir. W video. Do you think there's someone in JJK that beats Camilla from Hunter x Hunter? Give me 2 seconds to remember who that is. Oh fuck, dude. Oh, it's one of the. Not one of the motherfuckers on the Succession arc, bro. Oh, everybody's Nen abilities got stepped up to the next fucking level. Is this the Schrodinger's cat Nen ability? Oh, hell no, bro. Maybe Takaba wins based on the comedian. I don't want to do that, bro. Me and Noah, we were cooking up a video yesterday. Had to do with something, right? And let's just say my brain's slightly fried. But let's see. Beard, do you have receipts for everything you've ever said? No, not necessarily, but I do. So I will say this. I have a like I think it's twofold, right? One, the reason I have receipts for a lot of things is one because, like, I used to be, and y'all might raise an eyebrow at the used to be, but right, I used to be like a very big like debate bro, right? Like very big like scans, prove it, or you're a fucking loser, or whatever, right? I kind of grew out of that. Still like power scaling, but I'm much more cool, calm, and collected about that stuff. At least I like to think so, right? But one habit that stuck was like always assuming people would not believe things I would say unless I had like proof. And then also another part of it is just, I feel like it's also another habit that maybe comes from worries like as a content creator. I want to make sure I always got the proof on me a little bit, so people, like, for example, someone was commenting on the Dragon Ball and JJK collab that me and Six did, where it's like, you didn't make this before before the news about Toriyama happened. And it was like, okay, that's your opinion. I could just go back and forth with opinions, but why not just go like prove that you're wrong? In which case you can just like show screenshots, show timestamps, have them all correlate in a way that's like pretty undeniable. It's just one of those things where it's like, it's just more convenient to remember things I've said than not. For sure. So yeah, mix of debate bro habit, mix of desire to not be caught slipping on like as someone that grows a little bit more in notoriety, I guess. But yeah. Sometimes it's also just funny. Like sometimes it's also just funny to have like a screenshot of like Liv saying Blair Rin's the king, right? It's just funny to have that. Yeah, let's see. Hey Ronan, why wouldn't Maki try to aim for the head with her stealth attack, cut his head off too? Skull or strong neck wouldn't stop Soul Split Katana. So there's two things, right? There's two kind of reasons, points, whatever, right? One, call it what you want. Sukuna can block Soul Split Katana. We see him do it here. He just blocks it, right? I don't argue with me. Argue with somebody else, right? I'm not even saying argue with Gege, just not me, please. I'm just here to show it can be blocked in some capacity or something, right? And he's not even using like the chainsaw cleave thing, at least not from what I can tell, because his hand isn't like, cupping the blade. My sort of perspective on that is just that it is more risky to try to cut his head off. Like that move takes more wind up, and that move might give you away more than like a poke to the back would. That's how I view it. That's how I view it personally. Good thing you have no screenshots of me. Sleeping Ninja, don't make me do this, brother. Don't make me do this. We both know. We don't have to go there, bro. We don't even got to go there. We don't not necessary. Not necessary, bro. As for the chainsaw thing, like I said, I would just based on the way it was used before, it doesn't seem that it's the same use case. If we're saying that he's just using like on his arms, sure, I guess. I personally just didn't know he could do that on other parts of his body. It's inside his body. Yeah, I think so. Maybe. But even if it was inside his body, why didn't it continue to go through, would be my question. But yeah, for the, surrounding himself with minuscule cutting attacks, to seize the katana, it seems to be based off the grip. But if not, then, I'm fine taking all on this, whatever. But yeah. Sukuna's Mahoraga without World Dismantle versus Yuta without Angel's Curse Technique. If Yuta has knowledge of it, like how he would have if he stepped in, yeah, Yuta fucking cooks Mahoraga, in my opinion. But yeah, that's why I see it. That's how I view it. Yeah. That's also a good point, Zenitsu, too, that they are trying to save Megumi. So cutting his head off might not be the best idea for sure. Let's see. I have to use the bathroom again, so I will be right back. I'm going to give you guys an ad. I'm gonna go grab some more Jello, and then we'll see we'll see where we go from here. All right, I'm back, chat. Found another, not found another, but yeah, found another one of those funny JJK like redubbings in my saved TikToks. You can watch that if you guys want. But let's see. Ew, what the fuck is this? Oh, that's just the fuck is this? Yeah, never mind. It's just Jello. Chad, have I ever told you that Jello fucking slaps? Next is think of the two. Put me in the Killing Games gauntlet. I'm winning. Hey, bro. Condolences for sure. Condolences for sure. But let's see. The only thing I've seen from Maki is that she needs to end Sukuna immediately. I've not seen her just disregard Megumi's life, especially because she wanted to help Yuta and Yuji against Megumi. Yeah. Yo, I'm cooked. I gotta deliver to 105 more houses by 8. Damn, bro. Hold on, let me do some quick math. Okay. 105, assuming you're in the same time zone as me, divided by 4. 26 houses an hour? Hey, bro. Good luck on your new job hunt. Jello sucks. Yeah, you're a hater. Have you reinforced your soul? Can you block Soul Split Katana? I mean, that's probably some shit Gege would say Sukuna was doing. I could see something like that. That was nasty work. Not gonna lie. Strongest nigga in all of anime? Dude, I don't know. It's probably just some random dude from a light novel that like 4 people have read. The strongest person I know from like a series I've watched would probably be like Simone from Gurren Lagann. That's probably what I would say. It's 5:15 where I'm at, so it's 35 an hour. Oh dear, you're cooked. That's not good at all. That is not good at all, bro. Get to work, man. Why you typing? Why you typing, bro? Get to delivering. Do I like Sukuna as a character? Yeah, he cool. He cool or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. He cool. Yeah, he cool or whatever. But like, yeah, he cool or whatever. I think he could. I think. Where the fuck was it? Where the fuck do I have this? I think shit like this condescending like asshole mentality he has, like just being a dickhead is like, I think that's probably my favorite trait of Sukuna's that I would like to see more of. Yeah. Oh, lethality, that's cold. I just saw what you drew. This is an auspicious moment, dude. I'm about to start streaming again and my voice hurts. Listen, that was crazy. That was crazy. B, are you reading any American comics currently? The only one I'm reading right now is one that I'm keeping up with monthly, and that is the new Ultimate Spider-Man run. That shit is gas injected into my veins, bro. Hold on. This shit right here, nigga. This shit right here. Yeah. This is the truth. This is the truth. First of all, the art, crispy. No cream, right? But I like it. I'm very much liking this, but that's really it. I don't think I'm reading anything else. I do need to pop open that Daredevil run that I bought from the comic store a while back, but I'm not really reading anything actively so much, for sure. I'm not really reading anything actively so much. Let's see. Am I reading any webtoons currently? No, I don't think so. Wait, what am I looking for? I feel like I saw a comment that I wanted to touch on, or at least like talk about, that I completely missed. Oh, thank God he likes it. Yeah, I like it. It looks very cool. Very, very cool, lethality. I like it, a retweet. I don't know if you wanted me to put that on stream. I didn't want to just put it up there and you didn't want me to, so I'll let you rock. You let me know. I think you showed off, because basically it's from the Elden Ring streams. I'm really, what's really funny, chat, for all the people that are like on the Honored Ones like membership shit, I wish I could rewatch the last run of Millennia we did, but I'm not a member, right? Because like, fuck, I look like doing that. Being a member to myself, I guess, me and Creams. But nah, bro, that shit was different. Beating Millennia was crazy. Why not? That's chill. I just want to make sure. I mean, some people wouldn't be comfortable with like their art being shown on stream. I just wanted to, be considerate. But yeah, lethality is like drawing up some really cool shit. This is what my player character looks like in Elden Ring. It's very cool stuff. Yeah, so thank you, lethality. I really do appreciate it. This is an auspicious moment. Hard. Very hard. But yeah. I'm editing the entire fight right now, BR. Glorious. That's music to my ears. Money laundering stream is crazy. Let's see. I would be a member to my own channel. Laundering and embezzlement are goated. Yeah. Fight the power, Akatsuwa, Fight the power in your own way. Tax evasion for the win. In exclusively a fictional world that does not reflect reality, in case any judicial being is viewing this stream right now. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Top 10 JJK characters? Top 10 JJK characters. Let's see. Megumi, Mahito, Yuji. I'll say Yuta, Toji. I'm just doing it off the dome, so excuse if I forget anybody that's obvious. Yuta, Toji. I guess that gets a 5. Suki Wookie Pookie Bear has been growing on me, so I'll say him. That's 6, right? Let's see. Do I count like characters like Jogo and Miwa who like transcend the list, or do I like? Is it understood that they're above it? Because if not, I'd put like regular Jogo at like 8. Miwa just transcends the list full stop. So I'm not even gonna rank her. That's not fair to the other characters. But I'll put Jogo at 8, I guess. Jogo is obviously transcendent of the list as well. Fuck. Who else? Who else? What other characters? Have I not said Toto? Toto would be 9 if I haven't said Toto. And if I had said Toto, I feel dumb. Hold on. Let me just write this shit down because I'm looking cooked. Chat, you're about to see some scripts. Don't look at them. Appreciate it. Okay. Megumi. Just right. Megumi, Mahito, Yuji, Yuta, Toji, Suki. Well, Suki Wookie Pookie Bear. Yeah, sure. Sukuna. Jogo. Toto. Let's see. Who are 2 other characters that exist? Kashimo. Kashimo definitely did go down a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Kusakabe. I don't know. I'm hesitant to put him in top 10. Kashimo might be 10. I'm just want to make sure I'm not missing other characters before I put him there. Let me look up JJK characters real quick because I feel like if I'm gonna miss some like real obvious ones, JJK characters. Am I missing some like mega fucking obvious ones? Geto's cool, but probably not top 10. Kiraku's cool, probably not top 10. Nobara's cool, probably not top 10. Don't let Mikey hear me say that last part though. Mikey, if you're here, no, you're not, bro. You didn't hear that last one. Ignore it. Am I gonna hit y'all with a curveball and put Nanami in here? That would be nuts, right? Uro is crazy. Gojo might have to be here, I fear. I guess I'd do Gojo, then Kashimo. Ronan just said, can we do Pookie Bear for Sukuna? No, Suki Wookie Pookie Bear. That's what I said. Let's see. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I could see this changing a little bit, but this is what it feels like just off rip. That's what it feels like off rip. But time for me to drive chat. All right, peace out, lethality. Appreciate you stopping by and appreciate the drawing. Thank you so much. BR, this is mad unrelated, but I was just called an example of a man written by a woman. How do I respond? I mean, that means one of 2 things, right? You're either like a super just respectable person, very very good guy, very nice, blah blah blah. You are appealing to the female gaze, but I know you, so that's not the case. Or they're calling you sassy as fuck. And obviously, like I said, since I know you, you're a hater. Obviously not nice. You can't be the first one. So you're probably sassy. No, on a real note though, it's probably the first one. If I had to guess, that's what they mean. Which W identity theft for you, bro. W identity theft for you. Bro doesn't like Maki. Not being in my top 10 doesn't mean that I don't like Maki. Maki's cool. Yorozu is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I would never. Yorozu isn't anywhere near my top 10. She wouldn't fucking sniff the top 20. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Chad. I don't know how crazy this is. I might be more inclined. Am I more inclined to put Nanami like here before I put Gojo here? How crazy is that? See, chat, why can I not just like not think Maki is top 10, but also think she cool? Why I gotta hate her? Wrench when I gotta drive. I mean, you don't gotta worry about it. I'm not asking you to like to be an active mod right now, right? I mean, I plan on streaming ever again. So like, yeah, it's fine. You don't. I'm not saying get out here and start shooting down these. Like I don't need that. It's just I didn't mod you before. It just slipped my mind and I happened to remember. Yeah, you good? You chilling? You chilling? I'm gonna need to break and enter Adam if you don't come outside. Let's see. Maki is mid. Hold on. Why we delete that one? Why we delete that one? No. Let's see. Nah, you gotta stay on the Nanami hate. You're right. I gotta stick to it. You're right. Chat, y'all ready for Nanami versus Kusakabe isn't close? BR, when will I be trusted with mod? God, Sleeping Danger, you're so funny. You know, bro, that's a good joke. That's a good joke for sure. Funny guy, bro. Funny guy. Let's see. I believe in free speech, not hate speech. And saying Maki's mid is hate speech. Adam Soulman fighting a fight. Kashimo is the femboy farmer god. Hey, bro. Guess what? That's how. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. Toji at 5 is crazy, but you do you. Obelek. You hate Toji as if Rika was your daughter, right? That don't apply to all of us, bro. That don't apply to all of us. I'm sorry. And Dawn Star, this is not power scaling, bro. At least if you're talking to, me. If you're talking to somebody in chat, that might be different. For sure. My top 10, no particular order. Yuji, Megumi, Nobara, Mai, Mahito, Shoko, Kirara, Kashimo, Kenny, and Shoso. Let's see. Yuji, sure. Megumi, sure. Nobara, I can understand. Mai, I can see why someone would value Mai that much. I can rock with it. Mahito, sure. Duh. Shoko, Kirara. They got cool vibes, so I'll let it rock. Kashimo, yeah. Kenjaku, I'm side-eyeing that one, and Choso's cool. Is it crazy to put Choso before I put Gojo? How crazy is that, chat? How crazy is that, chat? Will we... You know what? Let me just do that. Let me just. I don't know if I like Kashimo less than Shoso though. So what I'll do is I'll put Kashimo at 9 and Shoso at 10. Let me just do a little switcheroony. I'm more ready for why Miguel solos the Disaster Curse Spirits. Jesus Christ, that sounds horrific. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see though. Is there anything else right now on the docket? Let's see. Gojo is not better than Kashimo. I mean, I agree. Gojo got overglazed somewhere down the line, and I didn't like it. It's not even like that. I don't really give a fuck about Gojo glazers existing. But I just don't buy into it. You know what I mean? Not my cup of tea, if you will. But I'm probably gonna end stream here. This was very fun. Little calm 3.5 hour stream. Right? It was cool. I don't know if the next stream will be the drafting stream, solely because I got a lot of ideas cooking that I would like to be able to bring into fruition and into reality in a really cool way. So that might take longer. But as I always say, I want to start streaming more regularly. Might resort to games. That would be very fun. Maybe I'll do an Elden Ring playthrough on here. That could be fun. like my own version of that. Or maybe some other game. I don't know. I'll be thinking about it. I'll try to stream more, just regular talking and bullshit, because it's always fun. I just always feel so lazy getting up to it. But appreciate everybody for joining. All the mods, thank you guys. Liv, thank you for making the thumbnail. You're great. Everybody that showed up, the regulars, the new people, hope you guys enjoyed. Everybody that donated, I appreciate you guys as well. And hope you guys have a nice rest of y'all's day, night, or morning, depending on what time zone you are in. I will see you in the next one. Peace.